Football Power Hour! Ladies and gentlemen, so my rule is simple. Anytime when I play a game, I play to win. And if I can't win, the basic thing I can do for myself is to make sure that I do not lose. And Manchester United took a trip to Anfield. And guess what? They did not lose. It was a defensive masterclass that needs to be applauded. Also, Liverpool's offensive disaster class needs to be talked about. But more importantly, we went to Anfield when we're not in good shape, not at full strength, not in good form. And we faced a team that was in scintillating form, that have been scoring all the way back till April. We are in December right now, and Liverpool has been firing at home since April. They've been scoring in every single game, and guess who stopped them? Onana!
Oh, my God!
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about this Liverpool versus Manchester United debacle that we witnessed yesterday. We're also going to talk about the Champions League round of 16 draw, just give initial reactions, early predictions. We're going to talk about that and also some of the latest football news that have been coming out today, because, this is the Football Power Hour. My name is Botswanapapi, and I have a special guest that is going to break down this Liverpool Anfield defensive masterclass by eriktenhag. Stick around.
Bruno Fernandes!
I'm going to start with, what's his name? Virgil van Disney. Saying, one team is buzzing with a draw. Virgil van Dijk, listen, man, I have a few polite words for you.
Move!
You want us to roll over for you to score? Come on.
Get right here, man.
Get your attackers to score. Don't go ahead and blame Manchester United for things that you can do, for your shortcomings. Matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, let me just not go too deep into this right now and just welcome my guests in the building. Omo!
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Yo, Omo. We went to Anfield. We were expecting to lose. Matter of fact, I think I may have your initial predicted score, Omo. It was not looking good. You predicted that we were going to lose 10-0.
Yes, I did.
Are you not ashamed of yourself, Omo?
Yeah, I am ashamed of myself.
Thank you for owning up to that, Omo. Because 10-0, I asked you twice. I was like, are you sure you want to predict 10-0? And you were not feeling confident. Why? Well, let's just start from that. How was your expectations going into the game? What you saw? You've had a day to sleep and think on it and reflect on it. What would you say?
Eriktenhag coached a team for a 1-0 win or a 0-0 draw. Either way, he coached his team for a clean sheet, and they executed that plan to the T.
Come on. That's the thing. For me, I like tactical flexibility. I like a manager who can understand where things are and understand where his team is and what they are facing and be like, all right, we have to close the shop. We have to stay compact. And we actually did that. And you were crying. One of the things that you kept on crying about in the preview to this Liverpool game, Momo, was lose the single pivot. And guess what? He lost the single pivot. Ten Hag.
I've been crying for months.
Yes, bro. You were like, no, we can't go in like this. We're going to get annihilated. And he listened. Somehow Ten Hag paid attention and Do you feel like he actually outclassed Klopp, or do you feel like it was just sort of like the both teams were just good defensively or and lacking offensive? Which side are you leaning in terms of your take?
He outclassed Klopp because Klopp played in. Let me see the setup again. He played with Ryan Gravenberch and Soboslai to drift down the middle and do whatever they want to do. He even had at one point before the Gravenberch injury, he had Trey Alexander-Arnold that drifting straight down the middle, and
Yeah.
we just clogged that middle up, and like it didn't adjust to it, and we clogged it up immediately. Because when the Gravenberch injuries where he changed things up.
Yes. It's actually, you're right. Actually, we usually just dive straight into the Man United players. Let's see. Do you have? I'm gonna just like start on the Liverpool side and say, Alisson. For me, I saw Alisson make that. He wasn't really called a lot, but he made the important save versus Hojlund. He made himself big.
Yes, he did.
That was just like, sweeper keeper Alisson. That's why he's such a good goalkeeper. Almost like for me, that's what actually makes him a little bit relatively better than Edison.
To me, that's what makes him because he could say, okay, he's kicking the ball off. His long ball is not as good as Edison.
No,
his short medium pass is good enough, but his shot stopping is it's just up there. Like this man he does everything.
Yeah, bro. He deserves his accolades. I wish he was in my team, but maybe Andre Onana's confidence and aura will grow up to will grow into that level one day. Maybe. By the way, we got 12 people tuned in already. I want to say big shout out to everybody that's here. I appreciate you. This is a late night stream setting, and we really I'm with Omo here. This is the Football Power Hour. Make sure you hit the like button. If you are new here, subscribe, please. Now, Montana, I see you saying, Papi, send the link. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Let Omo and I first get through the grades, and then you can react to them and correct whatever you want to, or challenge whatever grade you want to challenge. Yale in the building says, looking into my shiny new magic ball over here. 2 goals. Yep, that is it. 2 goals sold in the summer. Ooh. Who is Yele talking about? 2 goals sold in the summer. Is that Rashi?
No, I don't think Rashi has any goals.
No, Rashi has a goal. Come on. Yeah, Rashi has a penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he does. He does have 2 goals.
Yeah. Yale, if this was one of those clue games, are you talking about Rashi? Please break it down, Yale. Hello to Luan in the building, saying hello. Oh, Bobby in the building. Shout out to Bobby as well. Happy Monday, fam. I hope you had a good weekend. Montana, after that performance. Montana says, after that performance, men shows up with a Bruno DP. What do you expect?
I've always had this DP. I haven't changed it yet.
True. Even in the preview, you had the DP. That is funny. Everyone with eyes knew we don't need 2 attacking mids. We cannot play like Montana. I'm really curious what you have to say. All right. Let's get to it. Compost says if Edison was getting peppered, he'd concede loads.
Yes, if Edison, yes.
Yeah, Edison has his shot stopping. I actually feel like I rate Onana's shot stopping a little bit more than Edison, but
Edison not catching anything. Edison not catching nothing near post. Just even near post, he's not catching it.
He's got the near post glitch, You're right. Shout out to Taco in the building, says what's up, guys, and Kenny. Shout out to Kenny Sylvester, says hello, Lulu. Kenny. I hope you know Kenny Fan TV. The question in the title is how many EPL goals will Hojlund score? Okay, let's start from the question in the title of the show. Or should we save it till we get to Hojlund, Omo? What do you prefer?
Save it till we get to Hojlund.
All right. Let's save it till we get to Hojlund. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you're new here, we do this little player by player assessment. We give every player that started a grade, a performance grade, and a performance evaluation remark based on what we saw and the position that they played. And this is what we do after every game. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead to the previous template that we had. This were the Bournemouth grades, and they were not looking good. So I'm just going to go ahead and make a copy and say this is Liverpool versus MUN. All right, make a copy. Boom. Here we go. Now, let's start with Andre. Actually, before we start with Andre, is anybody else in the Liverpool side that you want to mention before going into the Man United players? I mentioned Alisson. I also wanted to really mention Trent Alexander-Arnold, saying that
he was good.
He was good. He was the only
man of the match
player. Right.
Another one that people are not going to mention is Endo.
Where was Endo?
No. Endo was actually good. Like Endo was the better out of the midfield three. Endo was better than Gravenberch and Sloboslai.
Am I hearing you right?
Because Endo just had the simple job of, if the ball comes to me, I'm gonna pass it off. Recycle it immediately. And all he did recycle it. Cover for Trent, cover for Shimaskas. Like he was just there, like a proper DM, and where everybody just doing their job. Like, oh, you go for it, I'm cover for you. You do this, I'm cover for you. Like he was pretty much like the ultimate cover, and he just worked.
Okay, well, I'm gonna ask Kobe Mano. Kobe Mano, what did you think about Endo's performance?
Did you notice it?
Nothing.
Let's ask Amrabat. Amrabat, what did you feel about Kobe about Endo's performance?
Did you notice it?
Nothing.
Nobody noticed Endo, in my opinion. I just saw I saw the recycling of the ball, but not for me, he didn't really tickle my eye test, But the player that I want to say is what's his name? The chances that they had were corners and headers that were like maybe from a free kick or from a corner, and it was Van Dijk who pretty much, I'd say came the corners for Liverpool.
Yeah, Van Dijk and Konate.
And Konate, exactly. And that was all in terms of offensively for Liverpool.
Yeah. And if it didn't hit their head, it was hitting Varane's head, I guarantee. Those are the three that was putting every head in corner.
Right. And Darwin Noodles, come on. For me, that guy is a little bit fraudulent, Darwin Noodles.
Umdu should have got a red card.
Right, he should have gotten a red card.
Because after my thing is he did it with Evans, he fouled Evans. The referee gave him the card. Then he was clapping. He should have got a red card for that. If Dado was able to get a red card for throwing his hand, he should get a red card for clapping.
What's
the inconsistency?
Where's the inconsistency? I don't understand the process of refereeing, Michael Oliver. Make it make sense, blood. Darwin Núñez should not have been on that pitch if we were going to uphold the standards. If right now the rules at 20 minutes have to be the same rules at 89 minutes, it cannot be because you're feeling like, oh, the game is more or less done. Now it is inconsequential to sort of send Dalot out. Right now, keep it consistent. Apply the law for everybody the same way. But at the end of the day, the offensive attack from Liverpool was more or less toothless. Like even Andre Onana.
Did you notice it?
Nothing.
Darwin Núñez, if you look at his stats, 22 touches, 6 times he lost possession, 3 offsides, 1 foul committed, 0 aerial duels won, 0 shots on target. 0 goals, 0 assists. He's literally looking like one of those 007 agents reincarnated. So for me, Darwin Núñez was actually one of the weakest players for Liverpool. But anyway, that's all that I have to say about Liverpool. I just didn't notice anybody else other than Trent, Alisson, and the lack of a performance from Darwin Núñez. Let's go back to our Man United players now and say Andre Onana. What grade is Andre Onana getting? Is it an A? Is it a B? Is it a C? Where are you at, Omo?
You know I don't do the plus or the minus, so I'm gonna give Andre Onana. I'll give Onana a B.
A B.
Yeah, I'll give him a B.
With a clean sheet.
Yeah, the clean sheet, the passing out from the back, the long ball accuracy was 50%. Out of 30 long ball, 14 was accurate. Like he was on it today. He was on it today.
Okay, all right. I can rate that. All right, the clean sheet, passing accuracy, that's what we want. That's what we invited you to Man United for. All right, let's go to Diego Dallo. What does Diego Dallo get? An A. Even though he got a red card, Omo.
Let's say it's not about the records. What happened on the pitch? He gets an A.
Whoa.
Because the reason is he was able to lock down Diaz and Shimikas also going forward. Also he was kind of like doing a counter, like he was pretty much like he also pretty inverted. Doing those inverted runs, like even though the pass was undercut, was like undercut or overhit, he was just like he was all over the place. That's why I guess an A for me. Even doing that Salah counter towards the end when he got the red card, usually that's when they score. That's when Liverpool score most of their goals. I think the ball, he kicked the ball to Salah and they scored. Dallo was there. That's why I guess an A.
Okay, all right. I have to sort of side with you a little bit because we all know that if we're gonna be say consistency, this is a thing that we're following. Referee, their red card was a joke, so we have to just say brush it off to the side, and judge Diogo Dallo's performance with an actual like what was his merits. And I think for me, you are right. He was very, very, very involved, in the game, like offensively as well. He was helping out. I want to say it was actually a very, very positive performance where I feel like his defending stood out in this game, and that's rare.
Yes.
For me, it's more like his offensive thing is the thing that we highlight from his performance usually. So his defensive contribution for me, I want to rate it and give the props that it deserves. So Dallo, I feel like for me, I'm gonna give him a B plus. Luan gave Onana a B plus. All right, and Dallo for me, you said an A.
Yes, A.
All right. Let's go. Let's see B plus. Unless somebody else in the chat says something different, then we'll average the grade out. B plus A. What about? Let's go to Reguilon did not play, but it was who again? It was we had
Luke Shaw left back. Varane. Was Varane, Evans, Luke Shaw.
Yes. It was Varane, Evans, Luke Shaw. So let's go to Shaw.
Shaw.
Yeah.
Shaw gets a B.
A B for Luke Shaw. So his performance was not as good as Dallo's.
He wasn't tested a lot. He shut down Salah easily. Where people would say like, "Oh, Salah having a good fun time with Shaw." I'm like, I don't think so. He shut down Salah easily. His overlap was actually like he didn't get to overlap that much, but when he tried to overlap, like Liverpool just shut that down. But defensively, it was solid. Defensively solid.
Okay.
Cover that back post when they try to because we're weak in back post defending. They try to use that when Shaw and Dallo shut that down easily.
All right. I feel like you're right. He definitely pocketed. The fact that we didn't notice Salah, who loves to score versus United, credit to Shaw for I'd say him. He did really well with obviously Garnacho and Amrabat helping out to just make sure that Salah and Alexander-Arnold, we didn't see a lot. We only saw Alexander-Arnold when he was tucking in and starting to.
Yeah, that's when Gravenberch came up and Gakpo came in.
Exactly. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, Shaw had to deal with Gakpo as well. So you have to deal with a left-footed winger and a right-footed winger. Yeah.
Yes. Dealt with Gakpo
Dallo also,
and
because that guy was
Salah.
rotating
But
like the pitch.
by the way, credit to Shaw for dealing with Gakpo, but also questions to Klopp. Like, bro, it felt like for me, Klopp did his lineup wrong. If he started with Gakpo looked a lot more menacing than Darwin Núñez, and probably would have been a better player to go with.
He overestimated himself.
Yeah. So anyway, big up to Luke Shaw for dealing with Gakpo and Salah really, really well. Okay, let's go to Johnny Evans.
Johnny Evans gets a B.
Johnny Evans gets a B. Why does Johnny Evans get a B?
I think it's the same. It's the same as Shaw did his defensive duty. They perfect with listen, those offside. They were perfect offside also. So we're not gonna say they didn't do it. So the guy did offside right, did a defensive duty, won his header, won his battle. Yeah,
Yes.
shut down Núñez. He was the main one marking Darwin Núñez.
Yeah. The offside trap well, and also shout out Darwin Noodles. All right, what about? I agree with that 100% all the way. Let me see. Luan went with Dallo gets a B plus. That's agreeing. Shaw gets a solid B. Hey, it's a unanimous grading right now. If you are tuned in, one of the 11 people that are tuned in, and you disagree with the grades, please go ahead and let us know why you do. But I feel like everybody has to agree with this. Let's go to Rafa. Rafael Rolls-Royce Varane.
Varane gets an A.
Yeah.
There's gonna be one more A in here.
You're right.
3 A's. Varane got an A. Okay, they did. I have the numbers here.
Yeah.
They did 35 crosses. Only 10 of them landed on their player's head. And it wasn't even like a big save to Onana, except one of them. One of them was a big save to Onana. All their crosses, all their corners landed on Varane's head. Like Varane was playing for Liverpool. They all landed on his head. He gets an A. Also, when Varane play, our offside line is on point. Is on point. Varane gets an A.
Okay. Offside line superbly. All right. Yeah, I feel like moving forward, I don't know what this means for Maguire, but Varane has to start moving forward. I don't even know. Hey, yo, Faz is in the building. Omo, Faz. Are you agreeing or disagreeing with these grades? It's me and Omo in here.
He's gonna argue for the law. I give the law A.
Of course. That's his boy. All right. Dallo for me, it's a B plus. Luan gave Dallo a B plus. Anybody disagree? Go ahead. McTominay needs summer school, says Donner. Okay, what about McTominay? The summer school.
McTominay, good, great, naturally good, great defensively.
Okay.
Poor offensively. His offense was like a 3 out of 10. I don't like using 3. His offense was like a 2 out of 5, but defensively was a 5 out of 5. So I'll give him a B. My manager coaches 0-0 draw, and he was part of it that provided that 0-0 draw. He's pressing. He understands the assignments. Do not go past Hojlund. That was the assignment. Okay. Whatever you do not press past Hojlund. And he understood the assignment, and he did it to a T. Okay, offensively, they gave him the ball. He lost the ball like 8-9 times.
Yeah.
Yes, I understand that good offensively. Defensively, this was a defensive game from us. We're not meant to attack. And the one time he attacked, he gave that beautiful pass to Hojlund. That's a big chance created for Hojlund, and Hojlund honestly caught it. For me, he gets a B.
For me, like that's the thing. Like Hojlund owes him a goal. Like that that was on a platter, bro. The way McTominay decided to just pass that, the one time, it was like that was the right decision to do.
He was also crucial to the triangle in Amrabat's, Mino, and him because it was working. Like sometimes they pick him the ball and he gives it right back to Mino or Amrabat because he's weak in like his press resistance is not there. Like he will easily fumble the ball, but he was crucial. Like who's next? Bruno wasn't there. Put Mino there. When we get to Mino, then you will see why he gets the B.
Okay. All right.
And captain material, so he gets a B.
Okay, so B for McTominay.
Yes.
Now let's go to Kobe.
Easy A.
Oh, why do I agree with everything so far? Usually I'm
easy A, because he provides what we wanted in that midfield for so long. The other half of the double pivot, the 2 A's doesn't work, and my manager was brave enough to start him and Amrabat. Is what I've been clamoring for the past months. For months, I've been saying this. It was easy. Also, crucial to the triangle was Scott McTominay. You pass the ball to Scott. Scott doesn't know, he doesn't know what to do with back towards the opponent. So he passed back to Amrabat to Mino. Remember the Mino pass to Garnacho?
Yes.
Guess who gave the ball to Mino? McTominay. When Mino gets the ball, and advance forwards it, look who give him the ball, either McTominay or Amrabat. So he give the ball to a person that's better and advance the ball, in better position to do those long passes. And that's what he did easily. Easily.
Even
for that Hojlund chance,
yeah.
If you go watch it back again, it's on Twitter. Johnny Evans got the ball. Where was the low? Inside the pivot. Mino moved to the right, already draw out the defenders, and we got the counter and Hojlund did a miss. It's all about defensive shapes, how the shapes are lined up. That's why I say McTominay just played out of his mind today. Mino gets an A.
Bro,
again, didn't press past Hojlund, didn't press past McTominay. These are important things. The pressing issues are the important things.
Yeah. For me, we have to really realize, some people really, almost some people don't notice until it's too late. Right now, we have a major talent in our hands. The maturity that this guy has, the assurance when he never erratic. Erratic. The way he received the yellow card, that he was like, okay, I made a sliding tackle here, mistimed it. Thank you, ref. And he never looked back, bro. He just still looked so good. Even got better.
Good and solid. He doesn't look afraid.
This guy, if you ever saw what's his name? Matthias Sammer. If you ever saw a really, really, really seasoned number 6, what's his name? Xavi. If you saw Busquets' bro, this dude has a combination of top players, skill sets, just sort of developing. He's not there yet. He's still
not there yet. I'll go see him develop in a Xavi way, but he's not there yet. He's close to Xavi than Iniesta.
Omo. Sometimes some people wait till the 20th to put that Christmas tree up. Some people put it up on the 1st of December. Right now, Kobe Mino for me, bro, he's looking so good. I want to see him. If he can do it at Anfield, he can do it at any field.
He could do it anywhere
in the world. I don't want to see midfielders that are not in form and were just preserving Mino and managing his time. Let the guy play. Look at how Cesc Fabregas was given time when he was young and became the player that he is. Sure. Let the boy get all the experience that he needs. The same way we let Marcus Rashford break in and have a lot of experience as a young kid, Kobe Mino deserves all of that. Anyway.
Absolutely.
A for me for Mino. Anybody that disagreed, Travis in the building says, big up, guys. He did a Juan Field, says Don F. Love this method of grading. Agree, we played as a team. Big up to Don. Yo, all right, let's go to Amra business. What did you think about
Amrabat gets a B.
Amra
He did
Tate?
He did the simple thing of covering not sure what's like Gravenberch that's what it was like. It's just a simple thing. People gonna be like, oh, he gave the pass away, he did that, but the job he was given, which was to cover that midfield, he covered that midfield. Like it seemed it's like, okay, it's a double pivot, but Amrabat covered that midfield more. Like he was like, he's not doing his erratic presence today. Like he covered Salah side, and Mino covered the Diaz side, but Amrabat able to come down the middle as well.
And
that's why he gets a B, even though he did some, like, luckily with the penalty, and his passes were not like he got to work on his passing.
Yeah. He's an easy target because if you're looking at the midfield, you'd say he might be the one who is the weaker one in the midfield, you know. But
yesterday he was the one.
But there was that for me after the yellow card, he became a better player as just as how Maino was didn't put a foot wrong. But for me, after the yellow card, he became a lot better and grew into the game. And he's one of those players that he needs, while forgetting that we didn't get a developed, like a seasoned. Right now, we've got a player that was coming from Fiorentina, bro. And he had a good World Cup. And we know that, like, you know, he's okay, you know, he has some attributes that are very interesting and look like they can benefit the team. But there's a lot of other parts of his game that he still needs to develop. And that's part of the process. I feel like this guy, we should actually stick with him and not do what we did with what's his name, who's now in Dortmund. The guy Sabitzer, exactly.
Don't say about a partner, if that what you're saying. Nah, let him go in his time.
No, for me, I wanna let Amrabat develop, and I feel like he's one of those players. I've seen a little bit enough of Amrabat to feel like, for me, he warrants like even more than just the end of this season. You know, like he should get more time at Man United and develop with the rest of the team, because he can be an integral part of the team if he works out that chemistry with Maino. I don't know. I hope Casemiro can come in and plug the hole and become better than Amrabat and work well with Maino. But you know, these things, it's never guaranteed. Football is not played on paper. You know, so that's just my feeling on Amrabat. So, what grade are you going with it? By the way, for him?
Amrabat gets a B.
You said a B. Anybody else that differs with a B, please let us know in the chat. All right, let's go to not Martial was not there. We had Garnacho and Rasmus. Let's go to Antony first.
Antony was solid. I want to give this the only time I would say a B. I don't like using B plus, A plus. I'll give him a B. Good defensively. He was playing more like a wing back.
I feel you're being harsh on Antony. I gotta say, almost just from the onset,
I would think about giving him a B plus, but again, I don't do those plus or minus, so that's why I give him a solid B.
Yeah.
No one gets a C today. No one gets a B minus today neither.
Yeah,
it's just that simple. That's why I give him a B.
Okay. For me, he showed some flashes of promise that I want to just highlight and say, great defensive display, but he's not a right back.
Yeah, he was playing more like a wing back, and also on our attack was our main attacking outlet.
Yeah.
I'm about to give him an A. He was our only attacking outlet. When we tried to hit them on the counter, everything was through him. He gave away the balls. He lost the ball while he was dribbling. He also gave away the ball like bad passes. Now, it wasn't bad pass, it was bad dribbling. His pass was on point. He was also our only attacking outlet playing from wing back. He gets an A from me.
He's rolled it, ladies and gentlemen, to an A. Does anybody disagree? Antony, an A. Flashes of brilliance from him, says Luan. She agrees. Don says, I'm 100% keeping Amra busy as permanent transfer. Doesn't have to start, but we need to replace Fred and buy another DM. Yes, 100% Don F. I agree. Antony gets a B with a comment that says, run into space and cross it first time and use your right foot as well. You remember that when he could have, put in, was it McTominay?
McTominay.
Yeah, there was McTominay. He could have put it. He decided to use the outside of his foot, his left foot, which was a bad decision. Don disagrees with the A. Don, I feel like, says the A is a bit being too generous. So A minus. I'm gonna shoot for A minus, B plus.
Because again, I'm gonna judge him back to today's game. I'm not gonna look at every other thing. Look at what happened to that day.
The only reason why we can't give him a straight A is because it puts his performance to the same level as Maino and Varane, and he was definitely below Maino in my opinion. Okay, so let's go to Alejandro Garnacho. What grade is Garnacho getting?
Garnacho might get the. Actually, I might have to give Garnacho a C.
Why?
He wasn't impactful offensively. He wasn't impactful defensively. As in, I don't see like today wasn't his game. Like, even though I thought it would be his game, it just wasn't. Like, nothing was working for him.
Yeah.
Nothing wasn't working for him today.
You know why?
I don't know why.
I'm not resistant to what you're saying is because, like, for me, I was expecting, even in the watch along, I was just saying I was expecting Garnacho to come with the big spoon and cook Trent Alexander-Arnold, the most sus right back in the Premier League defensively. It's the time for Garnacho to. It was the time for Garnacho to cook, but he never really tested Trent, in a way that I was like, oh, he cooked him there. You know those matchups where it's like Doku versus, or if it's like this player, this winger versus this fullback. We never really saw Garnacho get the best of Trent.
Also, he couldn't jump past Trent, and Trent was just knocking him off the ball left and right. Like,
yeah,
Trent wasn't tackling.
Almost
Trent
like
was using his body to win the ball.
Exactly.
So it wasn't with a foul.
Yeah. So he actually needs what's his name?
He needs to bulk up.
He needs to bulk up
and get better in his dribbling. That's what he just needs to do.
So
his dribbling is not elite enough. He needs to do a longer workout.
For me, that warrants a B minus. I don't want to give him a C because he worked really hard defensively. I want to honor that and say, Garnacho, do better next time. You especially offensively. This is your chance to continue some of that good form that you've been showing snippets of this season. All right, let's go to Rasmus.
I want to give Rasmus the same thing.
Yeah, if you go to Van Dijk,
the same grade as Garnacho.
If you go ask Van Dijk and Konate, what do you think of Rasmus' performance?
Did you notice it?
Nothing.
He'll be quick.
Yeah. Probably the same grade as what's his name, as Garnacho. Yeah. They're probably the lowest up for me for those two.
The thing about it is, like, I think I discovered in this game that he's not a clinical finisher, and it's something that he has to work on. He's still young. We didn't buy a clinical finisher at all. It's something that he needs to work on, and by the time he can do that versus Alisson on a one-on-one, I'll be like, I see progress. You remember last season, actually, when Rashford scored versus Alisson, that changed, that unlocked the Pandora's box. That unlocked everything for Rashford.
I think it was Sancho.
No, but Rashford did have a one-on-one with Alisson as well, and scored.
Oh yeah. It was 2-1. Yes, at that point.
Rashford did have that 1-on-1, and it's like that. Once you do that, it unlocks everything. And if Hojlund had got this, he would have actually went on to score a lot of goals in this season. That is why I want to bring this question to the table. How many goals will Rasmus Hojlund score when we reach match day 38, Omo? What's your prediction?
I think for me it depends on when the first goals go in.
Well, it didn't go in versus Liverpool. We're approaching halfway of the Premier League, bro. Soon it's gonna be it's match day.
Our next one is we are West Ham away.
West Ham away. Yeah. If he doesn't score versus West Ham, what are you saying?
I'm not saying nothing because West Ham away is a tough game and we don't have Dallo. So I'm looking at Aston Villa home. Villa don't win a lot when they're home, so I'm looking at Aston Villa home. He might score there. Okay. He might score before the West Ham game. Like the West Ham game, I don't know like how we get away with a win in there or how we score. Like right now, I don't know how we score, but at least I know how we get a draw. And our away form is not that good against top teams. And West Ham is looking like a solid team right now with Kudus and Edison Alvarez and stuff like that. So it depends on what we do versus West Ham. If we're gonna go back to a single pivot or double pivot, like, I really don't know what this manager do game after game.
That's actually so. That's the other thing. It's like the conversation I was having with a friend was like earlier on was that Ten Hag went to a double pivot. Now it's like, does he build on the double pivot and figure out how to attack with a double pivot, or is he gonna now go back to the single pivot and be like, oh yeah, that was just a one-off, guys. Let's do
you go back to your single pivot knowing that Bruno is back?
Right.
I'm gonna leave the Bruno talk for the end when we're done with the grades.
Okay, all right. So Hojlund, what grade is it now? Is it a B?
The same as Garnacho.
B minus. All right, B minus. I think same as Garnacho makes sense. I'm gonna say B minus, unless Montana disagrees. All right. Now let's talk about the substitutions. Before we talk about the substitutions, I want to say big shout out to everybody that's tuned in. We got 11 people in the house. Shout out to all of you. Make sure you hit the like button. If you're just here, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. If you want to come contest these grades, you disagree with something or agree with something, we want to hear what you're saying. All right, Omo, let's talk about the subs. And before we talk about Ten Hag, let's talk about the subs. Any impactful subs that you honorable mention?
Impactful. Hannibal's getting fought a lot. I'm surprised about that. Like for Hannibal and Palacio, I'm not gonna give him no grade because it was like they just did the defensive work again from the past players and they over push it. Marcus Rashford, he was. I don't know. Like this man.
I don't remember anything Rashford did, to be honest, except him getting a yellow. He got a yellow card.
Yeah, apart from that, like I don't know nothing. There's nothing sensational that he's done throughout the whole game. Like he couldn't change the game either way because he needs to get his form back, and that's about it.
All right, so no impactful subs at all. Eriktenhag, what grade? Well, let's go to the referee first. What grade are you giving Michael Oliver and his VAR team? My goodness, with the
they get an F from me. the inconsistency in the way they referee this game. Like there was one point in the game where Hannibal came on, Hannibal was shooting the ball, and they fouled him like 2-3 times. He didn't blow the whistle, but when he pulled on the Wataru shirt, he blown him, give them a free kick. Makes no sense at all. It's surprising that they only got 2 yellow cards in the first half, which was the Nunes and Endo.
Yeah. I felt the yellow card bias in the first half, especially because of the fouls that he would let go for, let Liverpool get on with and not book him for. And he was so quick to make sure that Kobe Mainoo on his first real offense.
First offense, not a warning.
He gets a yellow, and then you're like, what about Mo Salah? What about, there was questions about Michael Oliver's like it
And,
just
and also funny, like I remember I understand you gave him a warning earlier. And
yeah.
he did it foul, you give him a yellow card. Okay, cool. I understand that, but you didn't give Minor a warning. First just yellow. I'm like, okay, cool.
Mhm.
I see how this game is gonna end. I see how this game is heading.
Yeah. I also want to just say though, with the way we've been unlucky, bro, I have to say thank you for not giving that pen. It was never a pen by any means, but bro,
VAR
our
influence.
luck this season, VAR has never been with us. You know, they do not like us. They would not have recognized that Luke Shaw like couldn't do anything about it's crazy. This season, I just want to just say thank you to the VAR team for not
For doing the job.
exactly. Don for doing that job. Thank you for doing your job. Don M says, make Michael Oliver repeat the class. he cannot graduate. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the voice of another top red in the building. I'm talking about none other than men like Ronald.
Thank you, botswanapapi. I'm sure someone's not happy to see me here.
Oh no! I'm always happy to see you.
I was rolling my eyes.
First of all, before we go to Ten Hag, Ronald, look at these grades. Do you agree or disagree with any of them?
What are we grading them on?
The performance, and how they did in the game, pretty much versus Liverpool. You know, all the starters and
Just the Liverpool. Okay.
just Liverpool. Yeah, this is not about the season. This is just
Yeah, I agree with Onana, Delo. I would change Evans to an A. Yeah, because
Why, sir?
because he literally took an elbow to the chest and kept going. If that was Eriksen, game's done. Calling it off.
We cannot forget that moment. Darwin Núñez like elbowed him, bro. You're right.
Yeah, he got elbowed and he fell on the ground.
No, we have to.
If you're giving Varane an A, you have to give Evans an A. Experience, resilience on the left side, because he was the one who actually gave Shaw somewhat a bit of freedom. No A minuses. No, it's an A, straight A. No A minuses.
Slide it in. Okay.
Nah.
Okay. He deserves the exact same as Varane, in your opinion.
Exactly. And Shaw, I will bump Shaw to an A minus. I'll be honest. Yeah.
This guy is generous.
No, it's not generous, bro. It's not easy. It's not easy to go ahead and shut Salah off.
Okay.
And this shows you progress of how Shaw either has been coached or he has learned, because last season Salah rinsed him with a lot of goals, 7.
Yes, it was a total rinsing. A rinser class. It was, yes.
Yeah.
I remember. He crucified him. Yeah. You're right.
Exactly.
Okay.
So Shaw goes on A minus.
A minus for sure. But then that puts
Yeah.
down on B plus still. So he's still fine with
Yeah,
it.
because he got the red, right? So defensively he did well.
Come on, Ronald. Let's be real. That red
You see?
That red is
I'm not saying.
No.
The low was man of the match, you know.
One second. I'm not saying the red card is correct. I never said that.
Yeah.
Red card is not correct. Red card should not be given. If Delo gets a red card for what he did, Bruno Fernandes would not have a career, sir. Núñez should have a red card before that, because Delo's reaction is very human.
Okay.
So no problems. However, how I saw, if you look at the threats, where was Núñez playing on the wing? Whose wing was he playing? And you compare that to Salah. Salah is a veteran goal scorer. 30 goals every season.
Okay.
So, and on that note itself,
Yeah.
I'm going to get, because there's a
Bro.
lot of
And
improvement.
he's on form too, Ronald, this season too. You know, he's
Yeah.
trying to catch up with Hojlund. And
Tell me one season.
you're
Tell me
making
one season when Salah is not on form.
a strong case.
Also, by the way,
Again,
we're talking
not
about
the A
this game only.
minus. Botswanapapi. No. A minus is fine. No, wait. A minus is fine. Actually, it's fine.
Yeah, it's
I want to make a very good case for McTominay. I would like to bump him up to a B plus.
Okay. Why does he get a B plus?
Because I was one of the people who said I would not be comfortable with McTominay being the captain. When a lot of people, I think Khalid was one of them, flowers to him for what he said. I think he was the one who said that. I think on this stream or on Twitter, but there's one guy called Khalid. He said that he'll be the captain. I think someone on the stream as well said McTominay would be the captain when me and Omo were talking. I think it was Omo. I'm not sure, but yeah, taking the armband is not easy, as we've seen people crumble. Harry Maguire was not the same when he wore the armband, even if it's for a game.
I actually
And-
forgot he was the captain. You're right. You're right. I forgot he was our captain.
Yeah, so he should be a B plus because he endured the captaincy. He actually kept it together.
But like, don't you feel like he was invisible for some patches of the game?
Yeah, that's why he gets a B plus,
Okay.
or else it would have been a C.
The thing is, like, Ronald, if we give him a B plus, it feels like we won 1-0. You know, if Hojlund makes that chance, then like I feel like it deserves a B plus. But I hear it. Wait. We hear there's somebody in the building who can give us balance into this conversation. Faz is in the chat saying, great show. I'm sorry I cannot join, very tired, but I'm listening. Keep going, lads. You're doing great. You have my support. Okay, let's hear Munch. Munch, can you please give us some clarity? Should we bump up McTominay to a B plus or just keep it as a B? What are you saying?
First of all, big up to everyone. Hope you guys can hear me clearly. In terms of McTominay, you gave him a B. Interesting.
Omo and I
yes, I did.
B, but Ronald is saying no.
What did you say? I think it's a B minus, to answer you.
B minus.
Yeah, because he wasn't like very good.
You see, the thing I don't do the plus or the minus is just a straight grade.
Oh, okay.
So
It's important, Omo.
Omo,
you went to school.
Omo, we have to
finish.
Okay,
Let me finish.
Let Munch finish.
If you're not doing, sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. That's my bad. My apologies. If you're not giving like minuses or pluses, I think crucial to the triangle that provided the test to Haaland. You know what? C.
Bro, you didn't explain why. I was trying to hear the reasoning. Why is it a C?
Because I don't think he was like very good. He slipped over. When he was in possession.
He served Hojlund on a plate. He said, "Here,
one chance in 90 minutes. What are we doing?"
Bro, this is at Enfield. This is the Premier League. You know, you don't get like 5 chances all the time, or 3 chances all the time.
You want to be impartial, okay?
No, I'm actually trying to hear how you get to the grade that you got. You know.
I think it's a B at least, but I think he didn't really do much. Yeah, he had that one chance, but what did he do in total? He was lucky that no one was around him.
I hear.
Nah, it's a B plus. Nah, I can't lie. It's a B plus. One, it's Anfield. Second, he's playing with someone who's 18. Yeah, that 18-year-old makes him look good. That's a different conversation. But he's still playing with a teenager. At the same time, he's the captain. Don't forget, a lot of people try the number 7 shirt and they crumble. This guy took captaincy when Varane and Evans both were available.
Okay. Yeah. Ronald is right in the captaincy. I'm Ben
Yes, I agree with
Wagon.
that.
I
Do you know
do
this
agree
point
with the Hojlund thing, though.
it's a B plus? You said you agree with that, right? You said it's a
Yeah,
B.
I agree with that.
Okay. Files agrees. He says if it's Anfield game, then I'll give him a B. He scored goals. We needed him in a horrible season. I cannot hate on him overall. I have Rashford, huge props last season. Same energy for Scott. No. Faz, we're rating him only on the Liverpool game. It's not just a cumulative thing. So, okay. So B. Faz does not agree with a B plus. I'm saying it's a B. Manj wanted to put it a C. Ronald says,
Go on,
what?
go on, bots. Go on. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I'm trying to find the average, bro. I'm trying to find the average. Can you? What were you gonna say?
Mate, to say I think I got an agenda to look already. That's why I give a low grade.
Okay.
Is it only me trying to be fair today?
We have to be fair. We're just basing it on the Liverpool game. Forget the agenda.
Yeah, because if it was Bournemouth, and he performed what he did, I would have said C or B minus, whatever. But bro, it's Anfield.
It's Anfield. Okay.
Yeah, it was a collective. It was a collective thing, but still, you have to give him props.
I'll reluctantly do that because, like, I didn't see anything like really majorly captain. Like, if he's like pointing or like telling people be here, you know what I mean? But okay, whatever. He
Can
did
I add another grade and a
Yeah.
player, please? If that's all right.
Who?
Do you know, can you add Bruno Fernandes A star for not being there, please?
Jesus!
We do that later at the end.
At the end. All right.
We still haven't graded our manager yet.
Exactly.
Okay, that's my bad.
We were
My
just
bad.
reviewing. These are the other 5 grades that we did not review between you, Manj, and Ronald. You agree with everybody else, right?
No,
Mainu, oh crap. Mainu, I'm
I
about.
don't.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Who do you
I'll hand this over to Ronald. Ronald, take the floor, man.
who do you disagree with, Ronald?
Okay, so just click on 8B. Just click on that.
Okay.
That's 9B.
Okay.
Yeah, 8B. Yeah, 8B. Go at the top of your screen. Fill the color. Go on the right side. Fill color. Yep, click on that. Yeah, go down a little bit. Yep, left side, golden. Put golden color.
Golden.
Because I don't know if you can do stars in it, but if you can, put an A star.
Let's go. Okay. I cannot disagree. For me, Kobe Maino deserves the accolades, bro. Like, he was just too good. Manj, A star for Kobe Maino, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Definitely.
Right. Anybody that disagrees, I think that Craig hit.
I think B minus should be changed to a B. Not for Hojlund, for Garnacho.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Because to keep Trent,
what's your reasoning for that? I want to hear.
I'm sharing that. To keep Trent back and not come forward as he does normally with other teams, that's props in itself because he kept on making those runs, regardless the ball was there or not. He kept Trent on his toes. Garnacho would be ready. If the ball is with Kobe Mine, he's ready. You don't catch when you're trying to run. Forget the defending. When you're just trying to run, you don't catch Trent off that easy. Garnacho did. Slipped in behind him and ran. Yeah, he was able to catch him. That's true because Trent is a fast runner.
Yeah.
But then again, how many shots did Trent have? He just had, I think, 2 or 3 shots at the goal. All of them went above. Onana did not have to make a lot of saves.
Okay. I agree with making it just a solid B because, like, it feels like for me that's a big thing. But the only thing that I mark him down for, Ronald, is like Trent, we all know Trent is bad defensively, but Garnacho did not expose that for us, bro. That's the only thing. Like, I feel like
Yeah,
I
because
understand
there was no.
that
Okay,
point that you're talking about, but
so
it's like
so
this is a guy to
so look
nutmeg.
at it from this perspective. Look at it from this perspective. When you're playing with McTominay as a 10, right?
Mhm.
Like Man said, McTominay carrying the ball to a certain degree was okay. But after that, when he wanted to create, he was looking left, right, and then he passed it back to Kobe Manu. Because the person does not have that vision to make that cutthroat pass that Bruno does. Yes, man said when he came in, give Bruno an A plus for not being available, not being there. But yeah, play Bruno in that role, barring the stupid passes and the hoof balls. Yeah, he would do better than making more creative passes. I did like the one he did for Garnacho in the
Yeah,
first half.
Yeah.
yeah,
That was a good pass, a solid one, because he just did lay it off exactly what Bruno did weeks ago, right? The
yeah.
second one he did for Hojlund, that was a very simple, good pass. Even Fast said to me that, yeah, Bruno does not make that pass. When was the last time Bruno even made that pass? And I told him that Bruno is not allowed that freedom to be in such positions, is what my answering to him was. Because he is the one who's creating from deep right now, and he's not there in those positions. But that. So, yeah, in my opinion, that guy, yeah, it needs to be better, like it or not. But Garnacho actually did good, bro. Like even the one where he missed that shot,
There was one
it's a
shot
bit,
with the bar.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Not actually that one. The one where Trent actually defended and stopped him. If
Okay.
he would have gone towards, like when he received that ball, Garnacho comes on the right. He comes on his favored foot. If he just went a bit left, he would have beaten Trent because he was already trying to slide in. He would have beaten him, and Allison was already going on the left side. So he would have gone to the right, to the other side, and he would have a clear goal. But you know that comes with experience. That comes with time. It's going to take him time.
I hear it. I hear it. I hear it.
So
Yeah,
if you're giving Antony an A minus or
yeah.
something in that realm, Garnacho at least gets like a B for his own performance because keeping Trent locked up, or yeah, it's not easy, bro.
No, no.
Go on, bots.
He makes sense. That argument makes sense, Manj. Well, just go ahead and say what you were going to say. I cannot argue with Ronald's points. They all make sense about Ganacho. It's more
My
that pushed me over as his performance in relation to Anthony's performance. It can't be that much of a big disparity, you know.
my early complaint about Antony was when he had the ball going forward, he was so like he slowed down rapidly. He didn't know when to make the right pass in the final third. So that's why I would add that to the comments as well.
True.
He was looking and he didn't pass the ball at the right time.
If he had a right foot, that ball is there was a perfect moment, Munch, that yeah.
I'm kind of sorry. I kind of disagree, Manj, because Anthony, the only difference from what you're saying, right? If he's slowing the style of play, the only difference that sets Anthony and Bruno apart is the slowness. Because Anthony would always look up and look at all the options. He just does not look at one option and there you go. Because Bruno does that a lot. He looks up, okay. If he sees Rashford making a run, the ball's going in that direction, regardless, there's a better opportunity on the right side.
But Ronald, that's part of the problem, though. It's a little bit indecisive. You need to be able to know what you're going to do before you receive the ball, so that, like, I get the scanning thing. You have to scan, but sometimes Anthony is hanging on to the ball too long because he's looking at all the people who are running. Just pick the person and release the ball quicker.
But he did that yesterday when he was the one who took out, I think it was Trent. He went left and then went right, and he made a pass. It was directly to Rashford. Rashford did not expect it, and he did not anticipate the pass well. It fell down back. The pass was finished. If Rashford did anticipate it, it was a goal.
Okay. All right.
So there is a conversation plus the defensive work.
Okay.
Again, when you're doing mad defensive work in the game, you're coming back, tracking back, and then
Yeah.
you're expected to go forward as well.
Yeah.
I understand if one or two passes don't make the cut. Because I think there was one pass where he tried to do the Travella, he tried to do the out foot, and
Yes.
I think instead of going to either McTominay or Hojlund, I'm sorry, I'm
It's
not
supposed
sure
it's supposed
exactly
to
who
go
it
it's supposed
was.
to go to McTominay. They didn't have enough
Yeah.
Yeah, it
power
was
for it.
supposed to go to McTominay, but I
Yeah.
think the defender got his leg to it. It was
No,
Yeah, there
just
was not
an
enough power.
inch.
that was not good. It was.
No, no, but no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There was a little less speed, as
Yeah.
almost said rightfully. It was a slow pass. If it was a little more speed, if a winger does less defensive work and more attacking, then he gets that pass on point. I look at things. Like Fast says, I look at things zoomed out. I look at context and pretext as to what happened and
Yep.
why that moment happened in a certain way. I just can't say that. Oh yeah, he's a headless chicken. Just looks at the ball, hooves over it, and keeps it in his possession. Does not pass because that's not true.
Let's hear it went even number right now. Let's hear what somebody who's gonna make it an odd number and say Montana. What are you saying, bro? Big up to you. Welcome to the stream, Montana.
Thank you. How are you doing, guys?
Oh, well, good,
What's
bro.
up, Montana?
Man.
You hear Ronald?
Ronald, I was hearing you with. I think today you have a level head.
Montana, it cannot be chaos every time, can it? Then it would be boring.
That's just on Fridays.
Sometimes you can look at the world without having your Bruno glasses on.
He is having the level takes today, the level-headed takes, which is great.
I like it. Yeah, but that's the point. That, as Ronald was saying, that was the point. My point, and actually I can add to it, is the game that we played yesterday is the game that I wanted us to play last season. You know, last season we really underestimated Liverpool. That's why we went all attacking. Last season we were supposed to have this. We were supposed to have at least 6 people defending and then have 4 people do whatever they want. And that has always been my problem with let's say Bruno. If any manager wants Bruno to do whatever he wants, no problem. Have 2 sitters so that if he loses the ball, we know that we are secure. If Rashford does his whatever thing that he does, we know that we are secure. You can't have 6 people attacking and 4 people defending. Because at the same time, remember, he wants our fullbacks to attack. You're going to expose the midfield. That's the main problem. But yesterday, so I tell you, and the main reason I'm saying this, if we played like this, let's say we had like a main defensive base, and then have like whatever number of people, the rest attack, we win this game. We are winning that game. But then it's a year late. I thank God he has learned, and even like when Omo started, he was saying like that's I think what Omo has been crying all over this season. That actually, what can I say? In KG's stream, he was saying that somebody commented and said, "If you can't win the game, don't lose it." That's the point. It's better you live with a point. People are gonna cry, oh, we went there and played like Palace, played like Bournemouth. It's okay. But the good thing is the player's ego is not damaged. We live to fight another day. You can't win every game. You can't play high tempo every game. Look at Newcastle. You see, that's the thing that was costing Newcastle a lot of injuries. They wanted to play high tempo every game. You can't play like this every game. You have to have some games that you said, okay, maybe these guys, if we play open-ended, they're going to expose our mistakes. Exactly. We minimize that, and then look at them. We frustrated them. Now, I tell you one thing is this game will make the Arsenal game with Liverpool even more interesting because now they'll feel like they need to make up the points. Arsenal feel like they have an opportunity. We have a chance to catch up with them. You see, that's how a league is. The league is like a marathon. You can't just say, oh, we have the chance to beat anyone. Yeah, we can beat anyone, but that's why I think I can say that's why I kept on Ronald. I kept on telling you like history and history. The main reason why I like bringing history is in my lifetime following United, I don't remember us being dominant like City. Like let's say we play against a team and the team doesn't have possession at all. I've never seen this, and that's why when I watch City, I don't enjoy watching them. At least, yeah, let the other team play. You're gonna win, but in saying that, I can say I really enjoyed the performance. If the manager took anything, some fans are pessimistic. They say that they don't think it's gonna change, but if he's gonna take anything, he has to play with 2 holding midfielders and then choose any of the rest. You can pick if it's Bruno, if it's Mount, if it's Eriksen. Only have 1 attacking midfielder. The others, let them play defensively.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Yes, sir.
But since Montana is back, I will have to bring back the chaos because I'll be honest, if this team, the same team that played against Liverpool, played against any other smaller team, a low block team, we would lose that game, because that game will just sit back, attack once, and then just recycle the ball. Liverpool attacked, we defended, but that also gave us the space to go forward and counter-attack or even try to counter-attack.
Yeah.
I'll be very honest, the reason why we did not actually lose and we did create something yesterday, or whenever this game happened, day before, is because of one player. And I think we all collectively were wrong when a lot of people said that their biggest weakness is Trent. Their biggest weakness is not Trent. Liverpool's biggest weakness, in my opinion, is Endo. Because if you look at the 7-0 defeat,
Yeah.
it's pretty much the same team that they played. The only difference is that Fabinho played that game, and Fabinho is a far more level-headed midfielder than Endo. Endo was trying to win the balls from Kobe Minu. He was trying to win the ball. If Fabinho played, it would be a different game altogether. So, yeah, if yesterday we played with Bruno, I do feel that we would have been a little bit more creative than we were. I'm not saying we would win. We could have lost as well, but we would have been a little bit more creative, because please tell me 3 passes apart from the only one he did for Hojlund and Garnacho. What was the 3rd pass in a creative sense that McTominay even did?
Yeah.
You can't. I can big him up, but I can also bring him down.
Yeah.
That's how chaos works.
You are actually onto something that I never considered there, Ronald, about the absence of Fabinho and or rather the bad performance.
And again, think about it. Who in Liverpool last season, who used to bring together the whole play? It was always Firmino. He would drop a little bit deep and bring the wingers into play. Yesterday, Nunez just did not know how to do that. Firmino, I think he scored, if I'm not wrong, and if I remember it correct, he actually scored 2 goals against us the last time we met, or I think he scored 1, but I think he had an assist or something on the other.
How do we get here?
We got here how we got here, Bruno.
We were about to give eriktenhag a grade, and then I'm actually going to give the first privilege to Montana. Can you guide us in? Sashiv, big up Sashiv in the building. Montana.
Big up.
Big up.
How are you all? How are you all?
What grade is Montana giving eriktenhag?
Wait. It's not fair. 1 second. It's not fair. Come on, Papi. Ask Sachin for if he wants to make any change to any other player. He should have an opportunity as well.
Thank you very much.
We were about to get into Ten Hag. Okay, Sashiv, here are the grades. Look at the grades. Can you review them real quick? Anything you want to change, and why?
I think Maino for me should be getting B+, because I think there were few moments.
What? B plus because
There were some moments where he got ran he got like ran past few times, and also he got a yellow card as well for. So I think there's going to be or maybe I'm actually fine with like A minus. Just
okay.
Yeah, but Sachin, with that logic, Delo would not be here in the list. He would have an E because he got a red card. Amrabat would also have a C because he got a yellow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Ah,
consider you're looking at an 18-year-old who's trying to do a 26-year-old's job.
right. And not only that, his performance kind of even improved in spite of that yellow. It's like
Because I can give it to you in writing. If Casemiro comes back in this squad, right,
Yeah.
completely fit, yeah, Amrabat has to hold bench. Kobe Minu plays that game. He doesn't hold bench. This manager would not bench him over Amrabat. He would never do that.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so Montana, what grade is eriktenhag getting? And then let's move like that.
Honestly, I'll give him an A because he was versatile, and that's all I've been asking from
An
him.
A,
Yeah, I'll give him an
even
A.
though he didn't get 3 points.
I'll give him an A just for versatility. I've been calling for versatility. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, if we
Typical versatility I respect.
yeah, versatility because every game is different. You can't play with Bournemouth the same way you play with Liverpool. You can't play with Chelsea the same way you play with City. Just change. Just change. I'll give him for that. But then the following weeks, I don't know what he's gonna do because we played very well against Palace in the cup, but then we played against the same Palace in the league. He threw everything away. So I don't know what I'm gonna get. But for yesterday, he did well. He did the changes that were needed for the squad that he had. That's all I wanted.
You agree with an A, Sashif, for Ten Hag?
yes, agree.
Manj?
Spot on. Everything he did was just absolutely spot on.
Okay. I mean, if you wanna remember, like the substitutions that Ten Hag made is Marcus Rashford came in, Facundo Pellistri came in, and Hannibal Mejbri.
Pinpoint. He made the substitutions on time. On time this time, because at that point of time, like Liverpool players were already they were already really frustrated already, and they looked a little bit tired as well because.
Okay.
So I just think like it was actually the right time for us to make like an impact subs so that we could possibly can create some clear cut chances. So
I hear it. I'm not buying it too much. I hear it. Manj, what are you thinking? Rashford came in 71st minute for Garnacho. Mejbri came in 82nd, and Pellistri came in 82nd minute. What do you make of Ten Hag's game, and what grade are you giving?
I have to give. What's the consensus? Is it A? Is it?
Shiv says an A. I'm reluctant. I feel like an A is like too much. But what are you saying? That's what
it's all about having different opinions and preferences. Really, to be honest with you, I'm gonna go for a B.
Okay.
Because what it is, I know it's a one-off game against Liverpool that you really don't want to lose.
Yeah.
But for him, if he does it consistently on a game by game, then it's A probably. But I'm gonna go for a B so far.
B. Okay, let's go to Omo. Omo, what are you saying, bro? This is the record that
A+.
Stopped. Okay, A+.
A+. The reason why is you put on a perfect lineup. You play for a draw. He got the draw. You play for a 0-0 draw. You play for a 1-0 win, and he got exactly what he wanted. He got exactly what he did. It don't pivot, it worked. He played Varane and Evans, which are the veterans, with only people available, I believe. So there's no changes in that. He played Garnacho, Anthony, and Hojlund. And I like that front line. I was thinking he was gonna play Rashi, but he didn't do it. So I have no complaints on that. The midfield is the midfield. Like I'm like, would this work? Then I'm like, look at McTominay not pressing as insane like Bruno Fernandez, like not going past Hojlund. I'm like, okay, I like this midfield, and it worked. Also, he wasn't before. I called him weak because the subs that he makes. The sub that he makes is like, oh, you got a yellow card, you can come off halftime. He didn't do it this time. He said, no, you're gonna play on and keep the ship going. That's what he did. So that right there gives me an A.
Being a Man United
A
manager
plus.
is gonna be tough. Right now, almost is praising you for keeping players that had yellow cards. But if one of those players get a yellow card, another yellow card, then they'll be like, "Oh, you're horrible." Blah 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 blah
Yeah,
blah.
let them get the other yellow card. Let them get the other yellow card.
Okay, Ronald, please, average cause chaos. What are you saying? Is it an A? Feels like the consensus in the room. Are you saying different?
Yeah, I definitely see different, bro. Because it's a B at best.
Okay.
Because yeah, I hear what Omo's saying that he wanted to play for a draw. I hear that, but at the same time, he said that, oh, he was confident to play those two players. No, he was not confident, bro. He was out of
You're forced.
choice.
Exactly, out of choice.
Who do you bring on? You have no one on the bench. You haven't seen Dan Gore enough to bring him on. And that Donny van de Beek isn't even your player anymore. As such, here we go. He's gone. He's
Yeah.
just there because there's no one else. Because you can't bring on Aaron Hansen or Lacey and all of those man. They're like kids. They have school tomorrow, so you can't bring them on. They can't even hold bench. So yeah, he's not like it's not that. But I'll be honest. I am happy with the changes that he did when he did. I think Rashford was a
Oh, we lost you there, Ronald. Right on Rashford.
oh did you
Oh,
do
you're
you
back.
okay. So what I was saying was that I just felt he kind of, and please fact check this for Power Hour.
Yeah.
Who made the first change? Was it us or Liverpool?
It
Liverpool
it was
61 minutes. They made two subs.
Gakpo for Gravenberch and then Gomez for Soboslai on 61 minutes.
61 minutes, and then we make yeah. So I was right.
We made
So
10
our
minutes.
first sub at
basically,
71st.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the 10-minute difference. What I'm talking about is Eriktenhag changed, like he monitored what changes Klopp did, and accordingly to like
He
set it
responded.
off,
Yeah.
he responded.
Yeah.
The only change I am kind of I was worried about it in the game, and I was pissed in the last minute, not at Delo, but I
Yeah.
was pissed about Hannibal because he gave away a stupid free kick again in a dangerous position again. It could have costed us the game. It has costed us the game before in the past. Amrabat did a similar thing against Crystal Palace. We did lose that game. So that was my only thing. Hannibal impacted in a certain way, but we could have like delayed that to maybe 3 more minutes late or 4 more minutes late
Yeah.
and brought Palestri a bit more early on.
Okay. Pelestri earlier on, I feel like I agree with that one because, like, when Pelestri came in, he was still like bright as usual, like the bright sub. But like for me, I would have wanted Antony and Pelestri to still be in the same team. I don't know how Ten Hag would have sorted that out positionally, but I like Pelestri's contribution when he comes in as a sub. And
If you're trying to bring Rashford and Palestri both on, then both the wingers have to go. There's no way
yeah,
you can accommodate either of them because he has tried Palestri on the left, but that was when Rashford was playing as a striker against Bayern, I think it was, or some
yes,
other team, if not Bayern.
yes.
But yeah, he's tried that. However, yeah, by the time Antony got subbed. It was 82nd minute. Antony, if not, he was dead inside because
Yeah.
I think he started being sloppy at that point because the left wing started dominating at that time because I think he even got rinsed on the byline when someone just took the ball away from him and he went in for a tackle, which was a
Yeah.
bit silly from him because Delo was out of position for that one. And
Yeah.
even the attack which came in, obviously, Anthony's work ethic in the game was entirely on point and accurate, like I said before, and that's the
Yeah.
reason why. And the reason why I said that is because Anthony was tracking back way too much than he's
Yeah.
normally supposed to. Because even the last attack that came from Salah for the low one, it
Yeah.
came on that side,
Yeah.
and that came because Palestri was not there covering up. So there are things that he needs to learn. But yeah, his changes, as good as they were, a little time difference of here, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, would make a lot of difference because Hannibal, we just know he's coming in. Yeah, it's like, yeah, he's just going in there to just fight. Give me
Yeah.
anyone.
Yeah, he's MMA settings. He just wants to have a little bit of a scuffle, and I like that bulldog attitude about him. Okay, so for Ten Hag, because also the lineup was very limited, you can say great lineup. I was about to put that in the comments and be like, he chose the lineup well, but he was very limited. So I'm gonna give him an A minus. I think Ronald and I bringing him, like, we're the ones trying to pull the grade down to like a B. So most people said A, so it'll be an A minus for Eriktenhag. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the grades for Liverpool versus Manchester United.
Power,
What?
The grade for the referee needs to be changed. It has to be U minus.
Oh, why is it a U minus, Kenny Fan TV? Why?
Because of the red card in the last minute.
I need to rebuttal that. Do you know why?
Why?
Because
Why?
you can't. Because I know it's an unfair red card, but you should never ever give the referee the chance to send you off. You should never ever do them things.
Wait.
So what do you say about what do you say about Nunes?
Wait.
Oh,
Omo,
what
1
a
second. Who was rebutting? Who was that?
Man. Yeah.
Yeah, Omo and I have the same question apparently. Like, yeah, I think it's gonna rain today, but yeah. What about Nunes?
I know.
You should send him off. But obviously, you know what Anfield's like, isn't it?
Bro, Liverpool should have been down to 9.
Yeah, but wait, so you just said that he should have been sent off, but the rules can't be different for home and away, right?
Well,
It has to
have
be
you seen
fair
the decision
because
that Liverpool get at home?
I don't care. Burn them.
I do care.
Do you think I care?
I don't care what you
No,
think.
I don't. Burn Klopp. All I care because I saw
Obviously,
when
burn Klopp,
one
but I'm
foul
just
was
saying,
given. No, yeah, because when one foul was given against Klopp and in our favor, this man started sarcastically smiling inside the referee on the byline. He started clapping, all of that. And Nunez actually, okay, so let's break this down, right? What did Delo do? Delo, he got he moaned about the decision, got the yellow card, right? Because the decision was actually and factually wrong.
Yeah.
Salah did boot the ball out, so Delo was right over there to kind of moan about it. And obviously, last minute emotions are high, and if that goes as they take it quick and they score, we're 1-0 down, right? So he did that, and he just looked at the ref that you gave me a yellow for that, and he got the second yellow for it. Now break it down with Nunez. Nunez chested, like he just literally went, full Yokozuna on my guy Evans. My guy's about to die. Now my guy is closer to
I'm
coffin
watching
than
wrestling right
Ballon
now
d'Or.
as we speak as well.
Right.
That's funny.
Yeah, like rest in peace, Yokozuna. But did you guys see? Like he just Roman Reigns, bro. Roman Reigns settings, Superman punch in his chest.
Acknowledge the tribal chief.
And after that, so he did that. Okay, he did that. Then he booted the ball in anger at Onana, which did not go inside. Man missed an empty goal with Onana off his line.
Yeah.
And then he looked at the ref, said something in whatever language he speaks. I don't know. But apparently, ref did not understand. He thought he was saying good decision. I don't know. And then he actually sarcastically laughed and clapped at the referee. So he did 4 things. Bro, okay, if he just chested or just punched Evans, okay, no problem. One thing he did, got away with it. You can't do 4 things, and that's happening in front of everyone, not just the ref on the pitch. It's happening with the one on the side as well, the one who gives the offside. So okay, biasness, I get it, but this was mad because Delo, bro, if that was murder, Delo just did, like, I don't know, he just took a car away, stole a car.
Well, we all know that referees are always inconsistent anyway, so
No, I get that, but you can't say that Delo was stupid to get that foul because he was not. It was a very normal reaction. I see Bruno doing that every game. Literally every game. And Bruno is the worst. He would actually sit on the ground and still moan. He would hold his injury and moan. He would hold his injury, tell the ref I'm bleeding, and cuss him out at the same time.
yeah.
So Delo was absolutely. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
When even Ben Foster said that, what he said on Faz actually pointed that out as well on his Twitter page. I was baffled. I was like, this can't be right because that's absolutely wrong. Delo absolutely had the right reaction.
It's one of those where, like Ronald, there's new rules that have been implemented at the beginning of the season, and dissent. No. Consistency was not there in this game. That's a fact. Everybody agrees about that, right?
Yeah, no, I get the new rules.
As a player, there's the time wasting rules. There is the dissent penalty now, that if you show some form of dissent, the referee can easily give you that yellow. So just don't be in a position where you're allowing the referee.
No, I get it. No, wait, football power hour. Puppy,
Yeah.
I get the dissent decision. I get that. You
Yeah.
give someone a yellow card, okay. That's okay. So if I'm screaming at
don't
you,
agree
right?
with the double dissent.
So I'm screaming at you, and you're like, calm down. Don't scream at me with that attitude. And I'm like, I still shout at you, but I'm like, okay. Like I said, okay, in a shoutful tone. It doesn't mean you'll be like, oh no, tone that down too.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like, okay, he had dissent the first time. You gave him a yellow card. He's just asking you why you gave him the yellow card, because think of it this way, in Delo's mind, the ball hit Salah's leg and goes out. So he's moaning about the wrong refereeing decision.
Yes.
But then that guy looks at him, gives him a yellow, and Delo is like, why would you give me a yellow? Maybe added a Portuguese cuss word in there, and it's pretty normal. Haaland was cussing the referee out the other day. Did he get anything for that? No.
I hear it. Yeah, no, I mean, I agree with it. It's one of those things where, like, at the end of the day, the PG. I hope Howard Webb comes out with that little show that they always bring up at like after a couple of games, they like sometimes explain a few of the decisions.
Oh, you mean Ref Watch?
Yeah, Ref Watch, exactly. That's the one.
The max thing they will do is maybe bring down. Omo, because you know these things good. Omo, it was 2 yellows, not a straight. So is this 3 game strike or 1?
I think it's 1.
For Dallo, it's 1. Yeah.
Yeah, so they might. They would not turn that over.
They might just change it on their own.
Nah, they won't. If it was 3, they might have turned it down to like 2.
Yeah.
But if it's 1. But if it's just 1 already, they won't take that away, because them taking that 1 away would mean that they're accepting that even this decision was wrong, and accepting that decision in a Liverpool and Manchester United game, I don't think they're ready to accept that much.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, no. Kenny Fan TV says Nunes one was a violent conduct. That was a straight red. I don't know about that one, but yeah, it's one of those things where, like, moving forward, it'll be interesting to see how the referees deal with dissent, and does that time in the game affect the penalty? Like, is it when it's early in the game? Are we the referees more lenient, or when it's like added time and then you show dissent, then they can show you a red card? Like, what does that mean? We need to know. We need some clarity moving forward. You know what I mean? It's for me. The PGMOL needs to do better, and I think everybody across the board agrees with that. And I wanna close this great session by asking Ronald and Omo and Manj, how many goals will Rasmus Hojlund score? I feel like we already talked about it with Omo, but what's your prediction? I need some receipts, Manj. Come on, give me a number.
In the league, he's on 0. Where we are now, we are on.
We're
19th of
approaching halfway.
December.
We're approaching half time, you know.
I know, it's crazy, man. And it's approaching 2:30 over here.
Yeah.
In the morning. I'm gonna say he has to score. I'll be honest with you, I don't even know, man.
Just take a stab at it and throw a number out there, man.
7 to 10, if that.
You thinking double digits?
You got to score 7. You got to score at least 7.
Okay. Ronald, what do you think about that target for Hojlund? 7 Premier League goals. Realistic? Makes sense? You okay with it?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Manj is predicting 7 to 10 Premier League goals for Rasmus Hojlund. How do you feel about it? Do you agree with it? Is it realistic? Is it something that you're content with? Respond to that.
I don't even know myself, to be honest with you. Who knows?
I think I will go to like 12 to 13.
12 to 13 is your prediction.
Yep.
Omo, you think Rasmus Hojlund is going to get double digits? Premier League.
I don't know. He hasn't scored yet. Like I say, he has to score the first goal first, if I could say anything.
We're playing West Ham and Aston Villa. Rasmus Hojlund is going to finish 2023 without a Premier League goal.
Hey, same as Mason.
Nah, he won't. Nah, he won't. He will score. He will get you the goal. Eriksen's back in town. Don't forget that, baby.
Oh, that's fair.
Okay. Anyway,
like I would see him score like 15 goals towards the end of the season. Score like a double here and there.
15 Premier League goals, Omo.
15, yeah.
I'll say 7 is realistic, I think.
I feel like 9 is Hojlund, or 8. Manj is not even that far off. 7 is actually a realistic, ask me after he gets the first goal, says Luan. Nobody wants to predict until he gets that first goal. Well,
does that mean you have to wait until April to find out? What is this?
But it's a real conversation that we need to have. I mean, we know that he can score goals. We saw in the Champions League, but we need that Premier League goal to happen. And my question is more inspired by the fact that, will that chance versus Hojlund affect him mentally or not? Because, as we said earlier on, Ronald, Premier League is one of those leagues where some matches like this are very tight. You get 1 or 2, and if you're Harry Kane, you know about this. You know that you have to bury any small little sniff at goal that you're given. So, yeah.
No, I agree, and that's why I'm saying that because Eriksen's coming back into the team, you can actually have what Manj and Omo want. You can have Bruno out. You will have Eriksen in there. If you have Eriksen in there, that brings you more chances, more goals.
Right. Well,
because Eriksen has a tendency to play it with the striker as 1-2 instead of Bruno, who has the tendency to go to the wings.
Yeah, I mean, I hope you're right. I know that what's his name for Man City, Kevin De Bruyne is coming back, and I just wanna, I'm like, we need Eriksen in that midfield. We need more creativity, and we cannot just only rely on Bruno Fernandes. So, yeah, hopefully you're right, Ronald, with your take that Eriksen.
If he can get one shot on goal, yeah, missed it, but if he can get one shot on goal with McTominay,
Yeah.
I can only imagine what he can do with Eriksen in there.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. You agree, Munch?
Yeah, I agree. It's all about the service to Hojlund at the end of the day.
Service. Okay. All right. He says it's all about the service. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're tuned in, make sure you hit that like button. We've talked about Hojlund. We've talked about Liverpool and Man United. I just want to get your early reactions, instantaneous reactions to the Champions League round of 16 draw. Make sure you get involved in the conversation. If you haven't hit the like button, you're a cheat, you're a disgrace. Let's briefly close the stream with the Champions League round of 16 draw reaction. Who got the easiest draw? We saw Porto and Arsenal.
I can sum up the answer in one line.
Yeah, go ahead, Ronald.
Whoever paid the most.
City.
Whoever's brown envelope was the thickest. Is that what you're saying? It's wild that Arsenal and Man City got easy draws, you know.
No, it's not Arsenal and Man City. No,
No, they got easy draws. Who got the
No.
easiest, in your opinion?
Man City and PSG.
Who PSG got? They got.
PSG got Real Sociedad.
Man City and PSG.
Almost
It's PSG.
It's Man City and PSG as well. But like for me, I feel like okay.
Wait. PSG? That's a difficult draw. Real Sociedad?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Real Sociedad would dominate them in the midfield and the defense. Like PSG has the elite attack, but the midfield, Real Sociedad would dominate them. The easiest draw, I would say, is
Yeah, but
City and
PSG won't
Copenhagen.
play. But PSG doesn't play through the midfield, do they? They play through the wings.
Have you watched Real Sociedad?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, but I still feel that PSG might cruise through.
Nah, I don't think so. That's a difficult draw for them. That's a difficult draw for them. The easiest draw is the City Copenhagen. That one is too easy.
City Copenhagen is too easy. I feel like that one I cannot.
Copenhagen has to play like us, like how we play against Liverpool to get through that. Because they have the wingers. They have the wingers to hit them on the counter. They have to play like how we played against Liverpool, and then just hope for the best.
Which one would you say is the hardest then? If we can, City Copenhagen is easiest.
Inter Atleti.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
No, I disagree.
For me, the hardest. For me, Barcelona and Napoli is the most difficult one.
That has.
I think Barca breezed through that.
Nah, I don't think Barca breezed through that at all.
I think they will.
I think they lose both legs.
Oh, you think they're going out?
Yeah, they lose both legs. They're out. They're out around 16.
Napoli is gonna rinse Barcelona and hang them on the washing line, bro. Like Napoli is so well drilled.
Ever since Barcelona lost to Girona, the form has been down bad. Like they're just tying and drawing home and away. That is
early predictions.
Yeah, that's probably the game.
Yeah. I mean, no, I'm not ready to give my predictions yet. But
I'm telling you mine right now.
Okay, what's yours? Go ahead.
I'm gonna say Arsenal win against Porto.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Barca to beat Napoli.
I doubt that, but go ahead.
Because there's no away goals, etc. So they can probably just mess it up. Yeah. PSG. I'll probably say Atletico because the second leg's at home. I like the PSV Dortmund tie. I think that's going to be high scoring.
I agree with the Atletico because they could do a madness at home and they might do a madness away and come home and just take the game off. They did that against us.
They've been scoring a lot this season anyway.
I do disagree with the Arsenal one, to be very honest with you. Uh, I don't think Arsenal would cruise through because yeah, I have my argument for it because Arsenal is going to try and sail two boats at one. They will try to go very strong with the league and yeah, with Champions League they might bottle it.
I
I
don't think so
feel
this time because this time they have the player depth. Last time they didn't have it with the
Facts.
No,
Europa.
I understand what you're saying, Omo, but what I'm trying to say is that right now, with Porto, they might just overthink it as an easy game, which it in reality it is not. Just think of it. Who's the goalkeeper for Porto?
Also, Porto played against Sporting today and they lost. Sporting plays similar to Arsenal, so I guess that
But go to the
I'm not saying
original graphic.
I'm not saying Sporting and Arsenal are the same, but they have similar lineup and how they play a bit up in the back and the midfield and everything. So this match is gonna be tough for us
Yeah.
for both teams actually.
Yeah.
It could go either
I
way.
would say.
Yeah, I agree with that statement.
I'm
okay.
gonna go Dortmund to beat PSV. I think that's gonna be a high scoring tie altogether.
Oh yeah. I agree with that one. I
Uh,
think everybody knows that Dortmund is a little bit more superior than PSG. They're like this is, having a good time,
Yeah.
loving that. All right, which one are you gonna? What else? What else?
I got
Let's-
3 more to do.
Yeah.
I think
It's
Bayern.
funny that we're all sleeping on PSV like they're not undefeated in the Eredivisie.
Oh,
Yeah, it's true. But at the moment, I could change it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Bayern to beat Lazio. I'm gonna go City to
Lazio.
beat. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna go for City to beat Copenhagen. And what's the last one?
The last one is Leipzig, Real Madrid.
Oh, that's Real Madrid. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Real Madrid. Real Madrid is laughing, and Leipzig is like, I'm a head out. Like that. That is more or less like kind of accurate. But yeah, does anybody else have also any other like initial reactions to share before we close up the stream on this round of 16? I feel like for me, a hard game is also Lazio Bayern Munich, but Bayern Munich should get through. But Sarri ball is going to be interesting to see versus Tuchel ball.
That's true.
I'm
But
watching the
one
match.
second,
Yeah.
Choppy. If we would have qualified, where would we be?
We'll be
We will be
facing. Hold on, what will
not City.
We'll face
We're gonna be
PSG.
facing now probably Hojlund, Dortmund, Porto, Norway. Who was the top of their group? Let's see. Not Bayern, Madrid,
Probably Real.
Sociedad, Atletico, Dortmund,
I think
Barcelona, or who are we gonna be facing?
yeah, that's the other part. That's part one. Yeah, I think maybe Atletico would have been, which would have been like a very, very, very early exit for us.
I guess we'll never know because they didn't make it.
Yeah.
Thank God for that.
Also, can we look at the question in the chat?
Yeah. Of course, we won't go away without addressing that Luan question. I just wanted to close the Champions League conversation, and as we wrap up the stream. So
I'm more interested in the Europa League. That's what I'm watching.
What was the Europa League draw like? Which one are you intrigued by? Hold on, as I pull it up.
I just had it up and I deleted it.
It's all good. I'm gonna have it up in a second.
They did the Europa League draw.
Yeah, they did it the same day. Europa League and Conference League.
I missed it. That's my bad.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the Europa League draw.
Okay.
Playoff draw.
Playoffs. Okay.
These are the playoffs, actually.
It's playoffs, so you can play the other people.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the AC Milan Rennes. I'm looking at every game pretty much. I'm looking at every game. There's no game that I'm not. I can't skip any game here. I'm watching every game.
Feyenoord Roma. I mean, Mourinho.
That is a rematch for the semifinals in the Conference League. Rematch again, I think.
It's happening again. It's happening all over again.
And the last time Roma beat them, if I'm correct.
That's 2-1-0 wins. Mourinho's now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe not.
You know, the way for me, Mourinho. You guys heard Mourinho's comments, by the way, today. You know, he had some things to say about Man United, and also say some things also about just like how like Spurs also like sacked him right before the final, and you know, he was sending shots. If you do not know,
upset, I understand that.
He's upset, but like it's that sort of like shots, it's that sort of like conversation for me that like I miss in the Premier League. I love the way Jose Mourinho sent shots at Arsenal. He was asked, which team do you think is going to win the league, and he said 51% Man City, 49% Liverpool. And then he was asked, what about Arsenal? He said no chance, in a very, very special one, sarcastic kind of way. It was just so funny to witness, you know. Anyway,
Wait, did Liverpool drop out?
No, they're in first place. They're gonna go to the next round. They automatically qualify. This is the playoff. So third
Just to
place.
get
into
there.
okay.
Third place in the Champions League versus second place in Europa.
yeah, I'm
It's
only
like when we
finding,
played Barca last year.
I'm only finding the playoff, by the way. The playoff.
Yeah, they only did the playoff draw.
Oh, okay.
But
Well,
these are not easy games. They're all tough games.
yeah. It's big teams, especially the other one that was gonna be interesting to see is the Galatasaray versus Sparta game as well. So,
But I'll be
The
honest, considering
the Lens game, the Young Boys Sporting, they're all good games. Especially Benfica Toulouse.
considering the team, I'll be honest. If we go back, one slide,
Yeah.
Papi.
Okay.
I'll be honest. I do feel if I have to bet, I'm not a man of betting, but if I have to, for Europa, I will put my money on Roma.
I think they actually have the minerals to really go for it this time. You know, you're right.
Because
I don't think
by the
so.
time this comes up, where would we be in the, like what would be the league look like? Omo, do you know? When
I really
Liverpool
don't know. I haven't looked into
when
it.
Liverpool would start playing,
Yeah.
what would the league look like? Because right now Liverpool are trying to go very strong with the league.
Let us know.
But the thing is, they're fighting up their ball because they're just playing. They don't care for the conference. They for the Europa, they're playing their kids in there. And sometimes Salah might get little minutes, touch the ball here and there, and that's all they're doing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the only reason why I'm going strong with my opinion on Roma. That Roma can do a thing or two. Don't be surprised, Jose Mourinho.
But this is the Conference League. Like these are extra games. Remember, we suffer from this.
True. Very true.
Hmm.
Very true. It's gonna be interesting to see also what happens with Ajax, because they have not been doing well in the Eredivisie, and you know, if they also get knocked out of the Conference League, that will just be
They're gonna be in shambles if they get knocked out.
shambles upon shambles. They have not looked the same ever since Kudus left, by the way.
Yeah,
And
ever since last year, ever since ETH left, they lost their board of
Yes.
director, they lost their players.
And then-
People are like, you sold these players who had the money gone missing. It's a whole bunch of shenanigans.
it's a whole fiasco, you know. Yeah. Hopefully they get it together, because is there anybody else left in Ajax that we need to go back for this transfer window, by the way?
Nah, man, leave him alone,
Yes.
man. Let him
Nah,
Yes.
there's nobody
Who-
there.
There are. Yeah. Yes.
Who?
There are coaches that Ten Hag wanted to bring.
Oh,
They all
okay.
left.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
They're
if
not
he
there
They,
no more.
they
They all
didn't
left.
leave. No, they're still there.
Okay.
No, they're still there. Because
Well,
when Eriktenhag came to United, he was told that, yeah, you can bring one man from your team, but you get to work with all the coaches we have.
yeah, and he only brought like there's been only like what 3 new staff members when Ten Hag came in, right? And everybody else, all the other coaches are just the same, and that's probably partially why we have been struggling this whole season. If Ten Hag has to teach the players and the coaches, that's like 2 jobs already, you know. So we should make sure that we judge his progress and his work with all that Antonio context, if you get what I'm saying. Big up to Francisco, by the way. He says, shout out to you. Hey, Power Hour, for a long time since I've been here. We haven't been doing the best, but I hope it turns around. Shout out to you, Francisco. I hope that you're well. I hope that you are doing good personally. And I hope you don't turn it around. I hope you guys fall below us. Anyway, guys, this has been such a really fun power stream.
Leanne's question,
And let's go
or
to
Luan,
Luan's
sorry,
question.
Luan's question. I
No,
apologize.
we cannot end it without Luan's question, because we have to talk about Christian Eriksen, who sent a heartfelt message to the Luton Town captain Lockyer, and Luan is raising a concern here, saying, am I the only person worried about Eriksen after the collapse of Luton's captain? I'll pose it to the panel. What are you guys saying?
I'm not worried.
You know,
I'm not worried one bit, because the two are not going to play the same role. Now
No,
with
I think
Kobe Minu being introduced, with Amrabat being introduced, Eriksen does not have to carry Scott McTominay around and babysit him. So because last season, if Casemiro was not playing, he had to do that a lot, even though he gets carried by Bruno. But you know, if you're really trying to play with Bruno, as in like the role where he gets dropped, this is the perfect setup. You have Eriksen over there. Mount might come back sooner or later, so you will have depth in your midfield, and you can manage Eriksen's minutes very easily.
I agree with that. Omo or
my,
Manjo.
uh, m- well, my thing is like because for him, this is the second time this happened to him,
Yeah,
and he doesn't have a pacemaker in at all. So like it's totally different context. That's why I'm not worried about the one with Ericsson, because also Daily Blind too played for Girona. He also has a pacemaker in his heart, but this one he doesn't have it at all.
Blind, you're right.
Yeah.
What about that?
So now he needs to get a pacemaker in, because this is the second time it has happened this year. It happened in March. The first one was in March, and this is your second
But,
one.
but he was cleared medically to be fine. That's the whole reason why he went back. Do you think he should stop altogether or have a pacemaker?
Just get a pacemaker. You're good, and you continue playing, and you just get it monitored.
Yeah.
Mind you,
I have a question. I have a oh, I'm sorry. Before
no.
March,
I
please
was
go
just
ahead,
curious
bro.
what Man says. You about this pacemaker thing. Are you with it or no?
I wouldn't worry, because nowadays we have the best doctors, the best facilities to monitor the players, what they're going through on a daily with the
Yeah,
injuries that they have. So they'll be fine, no problem.
yeah. Yeah, I hear it. Luan says is asking if yes, he did collapse before. That's what Omar was saying. It is not the first time that is it Thomas Lockyer? Is
Thomas
that
Lock,
it?
yeah.
Yeah, the Luton Town captain. It's not the first time he does it. So I feel like it might be time personally for me to be like, just listen to your body. Let it tell you what it wants, and if it's time to hang up the boots, hang up the boots. Christian Eriksen sent this message as well, saying to him, I've read and seen what's happened, and I hope he's okay. Take his time. I hope he takes his time. I hope he's in a healthy way and his family are there to support him. I cross my fingers that he's fine. My advice to him would be make the best decision you can. Listen to the doctors. If they tell you to maybe do something else, then respect that.
That's what I'm saying.
Eriksen's message
Or
to
to
No,
doctors, man.
I'm not worried about Eriksen at all, because when he came back and I saw those pictures today, I'm not sure Manj and Omo, you agree or not, because I know
Mm.
Football Power Hour will go with a bang on this one. But when I see him come back, man's coming back with Thor's beard, bro. Ain't nothing happening to him.
bro.
Proper bomb. Boom.
I'm Ronald. The combination that the Premier League is not ready for is Eriksen and Hojlund really working out that chemistry.
Nah, the thing people are not ready for, forget Hojlund for a minute. The people are not ready for seeing Kobe Mainu and Eriksen play together.
We will be there.
Combination. We will be there for that one, for real.
Yeah, but I have a question on this topic, just to like stir the pot.
Yeah.
Because I heard a lot of complaining, moaning, all of this, that, grown man crying. But Omo, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Before you go, I got to bounce, guys. I'm sorry, but it's like 3:00 over here. So good night, everyone.
I know.
See you
Good
later.
night.
No, man, stay for 2 minutes for this question. You like it, okay? Because I know you were on my side for this one. Stay for 2 minutes, okay?
All right.
Omo.
Okay, so 2 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, Omo, is Kobe Mino getting enough minutes now?
Yes, I love it now. Yes.
So just 80 more minutes and you love it.
You see this whole time, you see this whole time, I didn't say nothing about minute, like, because he got it. I'm not. There's nothing for me to complain about. I'm just quiet.
And that's what I was trying to tell you.
I stay quiet.
Omo, that's what I was trying to tell you, because you did not get what you wanted. You got what I told you will get. More minutes for Kobe Mino. Because he played 80 minutes. Now he's played 36 game worth of minutes as per you and Montana's timings, 10 minutes per game.
Listen, he better play next game. Like, you you played 80 minutes here, you're going to sit on the bench next game. Nah. That man is a starter. He ain't no boy. That
is what I was trying to tell you, Omo, that this guy, Kobe Mino, he is not Mason Mount, he's not Amrabat, he's not any guy, he's not Eriksen. He is the one who's going to get minutes. No, listen, he's the one who's going to get minutes.
Guys,
because
I'm out of here. Take care, guys.
See you, man. Because the other ones, they will get the here we go minutes.
Yeah.
But Kobe Mino is going to get 80 minutes.
I don't care about them.
Soon you'll see 90. I told you 7 games he would play in this season where he'll play 90 minutes or close to it. And we are looking at 280 minutes already.
I don't know why I keep comparing to the other players I don't care about. Like, all I care about is mine, and that's about it.
No, I know, but I'm just trying to tell you about how this eriktenhag works.
Next game.
And I told you he would.
No, but not for the rest of the season, though. You still gotta find a way to manage. Like when Casemiro is fit, are you still going?
Absolutely.
Eriksen,
everyone's fit. Poppy, everyone is fit. The whole squad is fit.
Yeah.
I am playing this midfield. I'm playing 2 types of midfield. Okay. The first type is Bruno 10. Kobe Mino behind him, and Casemiro doing the dirty work. Because we know Kobe Mino has a pass in him, so he can pass. If he has to be the creative outlet, along with Bruno, he can do it by being deep. Because that pass he made to Garnacho was not a pass he made from a center attacking mid position. That was mostly a position where Casemiro kind of plays in. And he still made that pass, and it was a no-look pass. Go back and check.
Yeah.
So that's the first. The second, if I have to play, like I said, if it would be Eriksen, Kobe Mino, Casemiro. But for that one, I'll have to bring my wingers and my fullbacks into the midfield.
Yeah, to help
bring in the legs.
Eriksen is gonna leave Maynard to dry, right?
Yeah, but Eriksen can then go play like the second striker role where he's closer to Hojlund to give that killer pass. Yeah, yes, he's playing the 10, but he's going to be up there without the defensive work that Bruno does, because Bruno does the defensive work where he has to fall back and
Yeah.
play with the team and do the defensive work, because either McTominay is still up there up front doing the second striker role.
So Omo, Ronald said Maino, Eriksen, Bruno. What's your
Eriksen, Bruno.
what's your ideal? Everybody's
My
fit.
ideal midfielder where everybody fits: Casemiro,
Okay.
Casemiro, Maino, Eriksen.
Casemiro, Maino, and Eriksen.
Yes.
Wait, Papi, I did not say Bruno, Eriksen, Mainu.
You just said that.
No, you
No,
didn't.
I said Bruno, Mainu, Casemiro, or bench Bruno, but play Eriksen, Mainu, and Casemiro.
Okay. My apologies for putting that into
And I'll be honest. These four, Casemiro, Mainu, Eriksen, and Bruno. These are the players you play.
You're already connected.
There's an announcement that's saying these are the players to play.
No, it was my thingy bugging, but these are the perfect players you play a diamond with. What Eriktenhag has tried.
Khan disagrees with you, says Eriksen is a 25-minute player. His legs are gone. We should be moving away from Christian Eriksen.
Absolutely.
I'm glad that yes, I agree with that. But do you think that game, like Nintendo was playing the 10, then when they took off Mino, he had to play the double pivot and let Hannibal play the 10. You see that Nintendo was gassed out.
No, even forget that. Omo, even forget that. What you're saying is absolutely correct. But even forget that. Everyone is fit and back. You're playing Bruno as starting the game. 60 minutes in. Bruno, are you able to do anything else? Are you able to do anything else? No. Okay. Bring Eriksen on. Play him for 40, 30, whatever minutes are left. You don't have to play 90 with him.
For my thing, the manager want to play Bruno that badly, put him on the wing.
No, you can't put him on the wing, because on the wing he's just pointless.
Please stop the Bruno on the wing experiment, please.
Omo, why would you?
For me, now about
Omo, why would you play
If the manager
Bruno?
wants to play him that badly, if the manager want to play him that badly, put him on the wing. If you want to put him that badly, because I don't.
No, I hear what you're saying, because you're going off the evidence that you've seen.
Yeah.
And again, I zoom out, because I zoomed out last time when I told you Kobe Manu will get more minutes, and here we are. So yes, you're right about Bruno going there, but if Antony continues to do what he does, he can't play him on the right wing. If Garnacho and Rashford start kicking on, he can't play him on the left wing. So he will be forced into putting him on the bench.
That's the best. That's the only option. That's the best option.
But yeah, no, I understand where you're coming from, but that only happens when Eriksen's just coming in. He's just, he's the new Garnacho. He just starts making difference. That's the only way it happens, or else Eriksen's holding bench, like it or not.
I'm curious where you guys differ too in terms of the front line, the ideal front line. Everybody's fit. All Man United players that are currently in the Man United payroll. Who are you picking?
You might not like my answer. I'll tell you that for free right now.
Okay, let Omo go first.
You and also the comment section. But yeah.
Okay. I feel like I know what you're gonna say, Ronald. But Omo, go first. Who's your ideal front three?
Well, everybody fit. Like I'm gonna play Haaland at the 9. I'll play what's his man? Garnacho on the left, and I'll play Omar Forson on the right.
You play who on the right?
Omar Forson. He's a U player. I'll play him on the right instead.
Really?
I'm serious. Like
not even Pelestri. He's ahead of Pelestri. He's ahead of
my manager's not playing Pelestri, so I can't even say. Like I want to see more Pelestri than the manager doesn't want to play.
What about Ahmad?
Ahmad, no. For what you have to do there, you have to track back. You have to track back, and that's the number one thing Ahmad ain't gonna do. People said Ahmad.
Omar,
He's not
you're
gonna
just
track back.
basing your observation on like stuff.
No,
Where
I'm
do you
based
see
on no, I'm
Omari?
based
When was the last time we see Omari?
my observation from last season. I see what he did at other clubs. I don't know what he's gonna do at United. I have to see my United for me to change my mind. I don't know what he's gonna
I'm trying to
do.
remember.
But
Did he play in preseason?
Who?
Omari?
Yeah, I've seen him play in preseason. I haven't seen Ahmad for Manchester United yet, except for from the time he got injured. I know what he did at Sunderland. I'm basing it on what he did at Sunderland. At Sunderland, he got free roam. He wasn't tracking back or doing nothing. Like,
Okay.
he was just chilling.
Okay. And you said
Now,
Ghana,
United,
right?
what is your role gonna be? Is what I'm thinking right now.
Okay. Okay. Big up to Nandi in the building says, now the question, will Ten Hag bench Bruno for Casemiro, Maino, and Eriksen? Ooh.
So my prediction is left.
That's huge.
Bots.
Go ahead, Ronald. Tell us your
First I'd like to clarify, Luan, no. When I said comment section, it was not just you, because I fight for you the most in here. I'm always giving your predictions and your questions on the panel. I look at the comment section religiously.
Can I tell you something about Luan, Ronald? Luan started supporting Manchester United because of Marcus Rashford. Oh my God! Luan,
No, which is absolutely fine. Marcus Rashford. She might have actually seen Marcus Rashford in the season he was performing.
No, exactly. I'm not knocking her on that. I'm just giving context on like.
No, absolutely. My front three, because you set me up correctly. So you said everyone is fit.
Everybody's
everyone on the payroll is here.
Yeah, I knew when I said payroll. The moment after I said it, I was like, oh no.
If that's there, yeah, Garnacho on the left.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
I would still stick it out for Antony on the right. If not Antony, I would actually go with no one. So Antony. And I'm coming to that, but it's a switch up between my striker and my right wing. Can you guess the player?
Mason Greenwood. Come on, move on.
You want to play our Getafe star boy up front in the center forward position?
No, I don't
absolutely yes.
I don't want him.
I want him back. I want him to play the striker role. Let Hojlund rest a few games. And if it's not working out, supposedly, bring him back. Hojlund back is there as a striker, and he could go on the right wing, because my man can play the right wing role as well. I'm just keeping aside whatever social media and other things happen. I'm keeping that aside, and I'm giving my answer based on people on the payroll, still at the club, doing their thing.
Yeah.
So in that case, I'm going to play MG as the striker, who plays off, like back and forth with like Hojlund with their substitutions. And if it does not, if Antony's not working out on the right, you bring him on the right. He used to play there any which ways, and you play Hojlund in the front.
But Ronald, put MG in McTominay's place. Like, put him as second.
No. Because I'll be honest, to play that role of a second striker, you have to do something else, right?
Defensive work, a lot of
exactly. And and MG is one player on the right side, right? This guy, he could shoot with the left, he could shoot with the right.
Like, he's not passing the ball. He's just the first person.
Doesn't matter. I don't need him to pass the ball.
But now he's passing the ball in Getafe because that's my other.
But Omo, I don't want him to pass the ball, because even if he takes a shot, I am certain his shot is going to be on target. That's one. Secondly, if it actually hits the keeper and it falls down, either it goes to Garnacho or it goes to Hojlund. Tap in, baby. Come on, let's go. Hojlund can hold off a player with his body. I saw him holding off Konate. People said Konate was rinsing him. No.
Yes.
He was literally holding him off with just his body and getting the best of him. And Konate is a good center back player. So, bring him back. play him. It's just the social battle that Manchester United kind of has to fight with their fans, because a lot of
But
people
it's
would not
not.
accept him. A lot of people would not accept him. A lot of people would accept him. But I'll be honest, and I'll be deadly honest. When I looked at, because I was very seriously looking at this, and Omo, I'm not sure if you caught onto this or not, or Bots, you did, or anyone in the chat did, but everyone on Twitter who said no, they don't want him back, 90% of those people were the rival fans.
They put okay, yeah, there were rival fans that were like
The
trying
rival fans did not
to
want him
division.
to be
Yeah.
back. Yes, they were creating the division. They were creating spaces on a guy who did not even play for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's maddening that, because the same way when Qatar came in, Liverpool fans were making Arabic spaces saying that, oh, they're not getting them.
Yeah.
They were trying to mock it out. But then when this happened, 90% of the fan base, obviously the 10% was United. I'm not going to take that away. But at the same time, a lot of people, just because of how social media works, were not really vocal about it. And if he comes back, people will people will have to accept the way it is. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, put the moral police aside and say, we just want the football. We care about the football. Let's
Exactly, because if you think about moral police, half of Twitter would be in jail.
yeah.
Think about that.
It's also about giving him a fresh start. He's had a chance to sort of rehabilitate and try and get his life back on track. And it's like, the man has made mistakes, and now it's time for him to learn from those mistakes.
And it's not even that, because this player is one player where me and Omo stand on the same side. I'll be honest, Omo says the most beautiful thing. Everyone wants to be Mrs. Greenwood. Deep that. Because the actual Mrs. Greenwood is out there supporting her man, while everyone else is saying, oh no, that's wrong.
Yeah, speaking for
Doesn't
her.
make sense.
As if she doesn't have agency, as if she doesn't have feelings and opinions that we as a public
Forget the agency, forget her feelings. Doesn't she have a family? His
doesn't
father
have a
was
family to
speaking in a
feed.
good way about Greenwood. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Yeah. No, I mean, we're wrapping up the stream anyway. Omo, big up to you. Big
Absolutely.
up to Matthews, who says dollars. I don't know what language that is, but big up to you, Matthews, for joining us and commenting that. Luan says, I want Greenback too. Mason Greenwood will be fantastic for us. The comeback plan is in effect, says R10. He's fantastic, two-footed, and he's so accurate. Says, at the end of the day, we looking at where we are as a club, we need some solutions and some more potent players. We know our attack has been one of the most toothless attacks in the Premier League this season. So Mason Greenwood, please rebuild yourself. I feel like January is a bit too soon. I'll rather give him up until the rest of the season. Let him complete his La Liga.
No. Bring him back. Sancho's going any which ways, right? Okay. Sancho is going.
Sense to bring him back. It makes no sense.
Sancho is going any which ways.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So listen to this. Right now, the fan base is desperate.
Yes.
Work with it. Right now is the time when the fan base would be like, you know what? Yeah, we can do with that boy. He's already scored more goals than our first three attackers. So it's okay to bring him back. Because if you drag it down to the summer, whatever happens at the end of the season, it depends.
Omo, you bringing him back in January or in the summer?
No, finish your loan. Like, why am I rushing? Why am I bringing you back here into this toxic dressing room? Just enjoy your time over there.
Enjoy your time.
We don't know who's leaving and who's staying. Like, that's for the board to decide. Whatever they do, just keep Greenwood away for right now.
No,
yes,
I'm more in your camp on this one than Ronald's, because I feel like I want to see him versus Atletico Madrid, versus Real Madrid, versus Barcelona, and just it's just a matter of just getting all that match sharpness and rhythm in him, because I want him when he comes back from Man United to just go ahead and be plug and play, because he can cook under the Ten Hag system if we're actually playing the Ten Hag way, and yeah. That's the Mason Greenwood spiel. The Superfly says, "Get him back," with a funny smile. Funny, I don't know what that other emoji. Oh, it's a big up to you, Superfly. Yes, get them all back.
It's all up to the club now. It's up to the club.
Right.
See,
Right.
Papi, like I said, right
Yeah.
now the acceptance rate is higher than if you drag it down to the summer, because in summer, everyone again will have their opinions, right? Of do we need him?
You bringing up that point is actually even more poignant now. Looking at, like, you're right. This is the time to get him while there's still more. The morals are not like bigger than their football opinion.
Exactly, because right now the fans are like, oh yeah, you know what? We took a draw. Right, okay, right now you're in the state where people are accepting a draw at Liverpool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, that is acceptable. The last time I won there was 2015. Like,
Yeah.
Anfield, 2015.
Yeah, so Omo, okay. Let's look at it factually, right? 60% of the fan base, 55% of the fan base wants Eriktenhag sacked. You get that, right?
Yes.
All right. Now, imagine, because he's on a loan, January, you're bringing him back, because obviously you just have 2 games in January, right? You bring him back, you tell people that, yeah, it's better for the team. Sancho's going out. We need cover. And that is exactly how they'll be happy. Like Luan just perfectly said, people are suffering. They'll be happy to have him back. Because the moment you drag it down to the summer, again, oh, wait, we are free right now. Let's think about this. Let's unpack this. Do we need him? No, I don't think we
No.
need him. We do have, and why don't we actually go out and buy another winger? We have Ahmad Diallo.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, you bring him back, you're slowing his development. He's already developing over there, playing consistent 90 minutes.
Okay,
You wanna-
one second.
Wait,
Omo.
wait. I'm not done yet. You want to take away his consistent 90 minute, consistent game time, just to like rotate over here? I don't want that. Please, I don't.
No, but Omar, Ronald, listen. The pathway is open, because if we get rid of Sancho, right? If we get rid of Sancho, we have to bring Mason Greenwood there, because like we don't have any other senior player other than Antony to be there, and Mason Greenwood is not even a senior player.
And also, wait. Okay, so let's go in a chronological order. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
When the conversation happened about bringing him back, was it discussed with Eriktenhag? Absolutely yes. Why was the first decision taken to make a statement that he's back? He was back on the website and everything, socials, everything, because they were planning to bring him back into the squad. Now, okay, if it was a player like Ahmad Diallo, you don't bring him back mid-season because he's developing. Greenwood is not a developing player. He's a generational talent, sir.
Yes.
He did not touch ball for 18 months, went there and started balling. In about 3 months, he has a goal and assist, multiple of them. 3 months, all it took. So, yes, you're not going to stop his development because, like I said, he's going to play 2 pivotal roles as a striker and as a right wing. That gets him twice the minutes that he's getting at Getafe. And Getafe, yes, you can build him up in Getafe, and he might play the minutes. But yeah, Getafe is not the same league as Manchester United is in. It's a different league altogether. Sancho used to look beautiful in the German league. Look at him right now.
The Getafe contract, as far as I know, it is just a loan. I don't know if
Yeah, it's a loan. It's nothing. It's just a loan. There's no obligation to buy either.
Or obligation to buy, yeah.
And Papi, just think about it. Why are you looking? Okay, all right? Let's deep this. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
There are people who have to leave. People like Martial.
Yes.
People like Harry Maguire was at one point wanted to be left, right? Wanted to be sold by the club.
Yes.
McTominay was one of them. Donny van de Beek is one of them. Did you hear conversations of how you're hearing links of Greenwood? Barcelona's looking at him. Atletico Madrid is looking at him. They're trying to hype the player up that acceptance becomes easier. That, oh, you know what? We only brought him back because we started getting loan offers and we don't want to loan this guy. Eventually, people know because I go back to statements. I think John Murtaugh made that statement, wasn't he? And in his statement, the club statement, I think it was voiced out by John Murtaugh, and he said, I looked at more evidence myself and I don't find him in the wrong.
Yeah, the John Murtaugh
If you go,
Ronald made me feel like John Murtaugh seen more evidence than the public has seen, and that's all that he was saying. You know, like I've seen more stuff that like gives more context to the stuff to the snippet of information that you guys have in the media in the public. And I cannot disclose that. That's what John Murtaugh, for me, what John Murtaugh said, that's how I interpreted it. I don't know if somebody else felt differently about it. Omo, what do you say?
It's like they did everything. They said, oh, we found the evidence. Then the public backlash, and they just revert back on what they said.
So it's that thing of like it was just a pushback from the fan base, and
they were testing the water to see how the fan base would react, and they didn't like it, so they went back to the drawing board.
Yeah, our tenses, I think we're mostly fighting the court of public opinion. That's who John Murtaugh and the rest of the Man United board were having friction with. You know,
I agree.
which disappoints me. Because like I feel like if there's an administrative decision, they should not be cowards and listen to what's happening on Twitter or what's happening on Instagram or what they're saying on Facebook comments or whatever. You know, it should be like this is the club's decision and we're gonna stick with it. And
when the club is in the biggest turmoil when it comes to a season is when you hit them with the biggest news.
Yeah.
You don't hit them when the ship is sailing easy. You hit them when you're being hit by waves. Oh, we're bringing that back, by the way. Just an FYI.
Say that again.
So I'm saying when ship is being hit, when ship is in a normalcy, you don't hit that at that time. The big news. When you're being hit by the ocean waves, that is when you tell them, oh, you know what? We have an anchor. And we're going to use that right now.
Exactly. Yeah. At the end of the day, we are short of options. We need forwards, and Greenwood would be a refreshing addition to come back into the squad.
Just look at botswanapapi. You haven't stopped smiling ever since I've said Greenwood.
Bro,
you have that little smile back.
Like the more like I'm imagining it. I'm like, oh, the left, he's not only just on the right, he can be the second striker. He can actually bench Hojlund. He can.
And you know why it makes more sense? Okay, yeah. Let me go one more level. The reason why it makes more sense.
No. Before you go one more level, Ronald, hold on. We have to have a female conversation to balance a female voice to balance the conversation. Ladies and gentlemen,
absolutely.
Let's welcome Lou in the building. What up, Lou Ann?
Hey, guys.
Hi. Thank you for joining.
Hi, Lou Ann.
Hi, guys. Yeah. Okay, so I'm hearing two things right now. I'm a little bit behind. But okay. So I remember when this Greenwood thing first came up. I'm getting like an echo.
You're getting an echo. Let me see if I can help you with the mic settings. Reduce mic background. Okay, yeah.
Mine's on mute.
Hopefully that might be better.
Okay.
But just go ahead.
I'm just gonna say what I'm thinking, right?
Exactly.
When Greenwood first came out,
Yes.
Okay, when Greenwood first came back, when there was talk of him coming back, I remember on another channel that I'd said I'd welcome him back,
Mm,
right?
mm.
One of the things that I heard from the host was, how could you say that as a woman? And my point was, Greenwood, he went through this, yes, as he pointed out, is that he wasn't found innocent
Yes.
because he didn't go through a trial. And
Yes.
that's all fair and that's fine.
Mhm.
Personally, as a woman, at first, I remember thinking, I don't like this. I don't like this. I really had a difficult time with it. But his partner has stayed by him. She stayed by his side. And I'm thinking there has to be more to it than that, right? I also look at United. Right now, we really need a striker. We're really hurting for goals. He's
Yeah.
two-footed. He's very accurate. And I don't quite understand why bringing him back is such a deal. I also noticed that through all of this, I've noticed that the fan base is they're a lot more open to him coming back now. I've
Mm,
noticed that. I remember when it was going on, nobody wanted anything to do with Greenwood, including me, I must admit,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I feel like if his partner is fine with him being in her life, I feel also that in Greenwood's case, it was a matter of too much too soon.
Mm,
I feel like these guys, their money's thrown at them. I mean, this guy was making more than I make in a few years in a week, you know?
yes.
And
Yes.
he was busy driving around. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember him driving around in this fancy car that I'll never be able to afford, no matter how much if I put my salary away for God knows how long, right?
Yeah.
The thing about it is when we're looking at all of this happening, we have to take into consideration that before you're 25, your brain isn't fully developed. You know, he's
Mhm.
got all of this thrown at him, and we have to do forgiveness. Forgiveness, that's where I'm coming from. I am coming from an area where I feel forgiveness is important.
Yeah.
We can't throw him away at this point.
Yeah.
You can't just kill him like that. He
Yes.
obviously has apologized to
Yeah.
his person, to his partner.
Yeah.
They've
Yeah.
got a child. What happens to that child when you deny the father a job?
Facts. Yeah. It's about the bread that they're getting as a family too. But we as a
Yeah,
family.
yeah, yeah. There's,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like we sit down and we judge and we judge and we judge and we jump, and we're not as forgiving.
Mhm.
You know, we're just not as forgiving, and we have to learn to forgive. And if we forgive, the world will be a kinder place. It's as simple as that. Move on. She has made her decision. Get him back, give it some goals, and everybody wins. Win, win, win. What do you
Yes.
think?
Yes, Luan. Yes. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that and pointing that out. Like here's the thing that I loved about what you said, Luan. The general consensus now that people have hopped off of their moral high horses and now are realizing and smelling the coffee and realizing that we actually need footballers at Man United.
Again, bots. It's not the
Go ahead,
people.
Ronald.
We do.
Go ahead.
No, it's actually not the people. Like I said, 90% was the rival fans. Rival fans are not worried right now because they feel he's going to come back at the end of the season, and that's when they will start doing their talking. It's just the United fans right now even having conversations about Greenwood. The rivals, they're mute. That's why the 90% is not there. Now, I wanted to zoom out, right?
Go ahead.
So, before Luan joined, Luan, welcome. We're so happy to have you here, right?
Thank you for that perspective, Luan.
Mhm.
So, I want to zoom
Thank you.
out. Absolutely. So, I want to zoom out now. And, Bots, you're going to love this one. You might even give me a standing ovation on this one. But so, our elders, and this is a world saying, right? Our elders say, I don't say it, Peter, don't come after me, but our elders say, two birds, one stone. Two birds are
Yes.
Sancho, Anthony Martial. One bird or one stone is Mason Greenwood.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree 100%, but let's not get into that. Pappy knows how I feel about that, but you know.
See, I know you might disagree, but then again, just going with the narrative of how it is right now.
Yeah.
Anthony Martial is supposedly going out, no renewal of contract by the end of this season. They're not even going ahead with the 1 year that he has left. Yeah, I know. I know
Martial,
where
I'm
the
okay
disagreement is. No, I know where the disagreement is. I get it completely. I understand it. And I was the only one who said to Bots in the Liverpool game, bring Sancho back. If you remember, Bots, I told you that. Right? So, but I'm just going with okay, if the fallout has happened to a level where United is not stepping in, they're like, okay, it is what it is. The statement was done. The fallout is there. Sancho in himself doesn't want to apologize because Sancho had another window of 1 month where Antony was in Brazil. We were playing Palestri and Bruno on right wing. So he had that one month window where he could have solidified his position. All he had to do was say a sorry, and that was to a manager.
You know what my issue is? I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what my issue is with that? Is whether or not the manager was willing to sit down with him and apologize also.
When in the press conferences, he said it's up to Sancho. He said so many times that it's like, I mean, it's easy to say that.
It's up to Sancho to apologize to him.
Yeah.
So Luan, let's look at it this way, right? So look at it on the flip side of a coin, right? Now we have elders. We all do have elders, and not always elders actually say the best thing in our interest or in our favor, right? But we normally don't say, even if an elder makes a mistake, right? We don't tell, I won't tell my grandpa to apologize to me, regardless what he says. My dad will beat me to my bones.
ETH is not his grandfather.
Exactly, he's not. But in a club, right, where you're in a hierarchy.
Yes. Listen.
So it has to be a mutual agreement. Listen. It has to be a mutual sorry, is what I'm saying.
No, that's what I was saying. But ETH. No.
Okay, so Luan, look at it this way.
Is it going to be another 4-hour stream?
No, it could be, but but Luan, look at it from this side. Like I'm trying to tell you, try to see it from that side for a minute, right? Omo left, yeah, he did. But so what I'm trying to tell you is, yes, eriktenhag said what he said, right? Now eriktenhag is the same guy who put an arm around Sancho and said, you need time off, take 3 months. That was last season. He tried to bring him back, integrate, but in order to integrate Sancho into that team, it was disrupting our growth or our season that time. And that's the only reason why he was sticking it out with Antony, because it was working in that prospect at that time, right? Now, have I seen eriktenhag learn from that? Absolutely, yes. I'm going to back my argument. How? When most recently he was asked about Rashford, what did he say? I'm going to have a one-to-one conversation with Rashford. That's him learning from the mistake he made.
Yes!
Good! Excellent!
Yes,
however,
absolutely. And yes, go on.
Okay. My issue is it's not just about him apologizing to Sancho and vice versa. My issue is oh my God, I've lost my train of thought here. My issue is he didn't have to let it go that far.
Ooh, Ten
Okay,
Hag.
I feel yes, he didn't have to let it go that far. Ten Hag, because honestly, no, hear me out, okay? When this started, right, and Sancho did his thing, I feel like he could have brought him in. He could have said to him, I have given you all this time to try and get you back in there, to get your head straight. And this is how I view what you did. Now, let's both apologize. And I think it's time for us to part ways instead of doubling down in front of the press and saying, oh, yeah, he needs to apologize to me.
See,
He could have.
Now,
This
Luan, towards
Yes.
that, right?
Mhm.
Towards what you're saying, right?
Mhm.
Now, there's always different ways a manager manages his player, right? He
Mhm.
tried the soft way, which was last season, put an arm around his
Mhm.
head, be like, you're there,
That is
you're with me,
true.
you're
That
my
is
guy,
true.
right? We're gonna work
That is
with it.
true.
This season as well, the start, let's not forget, preseason, Sancho played every game.
yeah.
But he was being played in false nine, and that's where things got a bit techie. Why? Because we
It
signed
was
Hojlund,
difficult
and
for him.
when we signed
Mhm.
Hojlund, when we signed Hojlund, the Sancho growth as a false nine stopped right there. So again, he
Yeah,
was going
because
back
we
to the
got a
right wing.
striker.
With that one, Ronald. Here's why I have a problem with that one, because sometimes a part of a player's development is being put in different positions by your
No,
manager.
I agree.
Doesn't
I
mean
agree,
you're
bots. And
false nine. If
see,
you're
the
playing
thing
false
is that
nine, the manager's trying to give you some lessons for you in that position.
listen to me. Let me land. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm working with this one. I know where I'm going with it.
Okay.
Now, manager said he was asked right after an Arsenal game. You can say he was scapegoated to a certain degree. I understand. He was asked why Sancho wasn't there. His response was training levels,
Training
right?
levels are too low. You're below
That
par.
was his response, right?
Yeah.
You have to be at par. We have seen factual information coming out of Man City and other clubs that he was constantly late. Matic saying that Pogba and Sancho were the ones who were late most often, right?
Yeah.
And then the last one, and this is where my argument becomes stronger, Luan. Try and see it this way. It's not the first time it's happening to a Manchester United player, okay? The only reason why it's happening this way for the first time is a player's reaction. I don't know if you would agree to this or not. Jose Mourinho is a man manager. Before a coach, he's a man
Don't
manager. That man out there in Roma
don't bring.
is
I
buying.
really dislike Jose. Let's not use him as an
Yeah. Let's
No,
example.
no,
not
no.
bring.
Let me land though. This guy Jose Mourinho in Roma, he's buying player sneakers. He's buying them sneakers because he knows they can't afford them. And he knows he loves them, right? So he offers them a goal, and he says, "I'll buy you the sneakers," and they give him the goal. He buys them a sneaker. Now, go back in the time when Jose was here. Jose said Luke Shaw is all of those things. You remember that time when Jose went
Exactly.
in on
That
Luke
is
Shaw.
why I dislike him. That's why I really dislike him.
But Luan, look at how the player
Hmm.
responded and where he is right now. Luke Shaw, even after the injury that literally broke his leg and he has
Almost
a rod,
killed him. Yeah.
exactly, he is still considered to be a top left back in the league. He doesn't get
Hmm.
there just because Jose, no,
No,
he
no
got there
thanks
because
to
he
Jose
worked out.
Mourinho.
Yeah.
But then, Luan, it could have gone either ways, right? It could have gone either ways.
Yeah,
He could have become,
it could
he
have
could have
been. He could have
mentally,
fallen down,
because I know,
mentally broken down. Yeah.
And
yes,
crumbled. Yeah.
last season, last year, I had an injury in my brain, and I could have gone into a
Did
slump. And this is factual.
did you
I had that injury
hold
with my
on, hold
brain.
on, hold on? Did you say injury in your brain?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Had a
I was
medical.
suffering.
Okay.
I was suffering with tuberculosis in my brain, and seizures and
Oh,
everything.
geez,
But
I'm so
yeah,
sorry to hear that.
nah, I'm absolutely fine now. I'm absolutely buzzing. Like, yeah, I can do everything. I can play football back now as well.
Yeah.
So all good now. But so that's what I'm trying to say. That he could have gone in that zone. That, you know what, I'm not good enough. One, that. Secondly, I don't know if he was lacking confidence. Just now, I still see him really, trying to build up on going into like 50-50s. Eriksen doesn't do that. Shaw is now trying to go in with it because Eriktenhag or other players are putting that confidence. Jose, what he did at that time, it kind of pushed Shaw to an extent where he had to break his own shackles and be like, nah, you're wrong. I'm bigger than that. And that's why you see Luke Shaw where he is
Yes
right
and
now.
no. Yes and no. My
How
issue,
no?
the reason I'm still stuck on that is because I've seen the pictures of Luke Shaw's leg, the way it was mangled
No,
from
no, I
that
know. I saw that.
thing.
Yep.
And for him to be that thoughtless and say things like that to him was ridiculous.
Mm.
By the way, looking at Luke Shaw coming back from injury this year is like a damn dude is ripped.
Right?
You
He looks
know?
good.
I
He
mean,
looks
But then Luan,
dude is
but then
ripped.
but then but then Luan. Now I'm
Yes.
gonna take every one of us into our own childhoods. Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
In mine, I was
Hmm.
never good at school. I was never good at school. My father would sit me
Yeah.
down and scold me for at least 2 hours every midterm, just so I can pass the
Yeah.
final term, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Just so I can pass the final term. Yes, at times you have to
Hmm.
be stern and you have to give it the hard way, but in the long
I
run,
understand
now
that.
that I look back at it, I feel like, yeah, at
Hmm.
that time I felt he was being inconsiderate, but actually it helped me
Hmm.
because it created that urgency in my mind. Now, all
Hmm.
all he has to do
Did you
is
say your
put
father?
his,
Did you say your
yeah, yeah,
father?
Yeah, his
oh
father.
yeah. I'm just going
Yeah.
on family ways, but I
Okay.
can also say my school teacher, right? I can
Mm.
also
Yeah.
say my
Well,
school
my
teacher used to tell
family,
me,
I'm from a
I'm sorry,
family of
go ahead.
educators. I'm from a family of educators, and I had the same issue. I was excellent at sport. I played netball, volleyball. I even played cricket for a female cricket team and managed a man's soccer team. It was awesome. But
Okay.
they yeah, I did well in the classroom too, but not well enough for my family. I went to like the best school on the island, and I did well, but it wasn't good enough for my family because they expected all A's, and I had that too. So I could understand that. I could appreciate
I could only dream of A's. I could only dream of them.
that. I did well. I
Luan,
didn't get
Luan,
all A's. I didn't get all
Luan,
A's.
I was so bad. Luan, I was so bad. I was getting B in my dreams.
Is that why, Ronald, you are such a hard grader? Like when we were doing the grades earlier on.
now,
Oh yeah,
now,
seriously.
how Precious said, right,
Yeah.
that Sancho
Hmm.
did that and he sat with Eric Ten Hag, deleted the post. I get it. Like I'm going off the comment that I'm seeing on the screen,
Yeah. Yeah.
but in the
Hmm.
same stead, there's another player in this current squad who actually did the same thing and apologized to the management, coaches, and other players.
Who?
You guys
Who did?
might not know, but it's Marcus Rashford.
He didn't tweet.
Rashford was late
He
once.
did.
Rashford was late once, and he did
No, no, no.
apologize, and I did hear that.
Not for that one, Luan. Not for that one. Even for the one when there were reports of him out and about
Oh, the
after the City
militia.
loss.
Yeah. The
Even
fast.
Yeah,
that
but that
time.
was different. That was, I don't understand why he apologized either because it was his birthday. But anyway, that's just me. I'm stubborn. I'm sorry. I'm
No, I
stubborn
get it.
that
It's
way.
absolutely fine. I
Yeah.
get it. It's absolutely
Yeah.
fine. But
Yeah. It was his birthday.
I always say
They did a
this.
birthday party for him and he should have gone.
No,
Yeah. I mean,
I
yeah.
get it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's birthday. That's different. That's once a year. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
We gotta be lenient and realize these guys are people as well. And
Yeah.
birthday.
He's a human being. And this is the problem that I have. This is the problem that I have. We need to look at the players as human beings who aren't going to always be 100%. They're going to make mistakes and they're going to do things, and it's just a matter of sitting down and talking to them, or
Yes,
dealing with
absolutely,
it.
Luan.
But
But sometimes you have to play the
yeah,
good cop, the bad cop. You have to do that role.
well, Ronald,
Nobody getting pulled
Ronald,
over.
Ronald, my darling, it backfired.
You know, well,
Now,
It backfired.
let's agree to disagree on
and
this.
okay, so I have a famous quote, right? If a man doesn't want to help
Hmm.
himself, you can't help him.
Yeah, I get that. I kind of, you know what? Me personally, I live my life in a way. I treat people the way I want to be treated.
Hmm.
That's how I live my life. I always treat people the way I want to be treated. And it doesn't always come back, but I always, despite all of that, I always still push
Yeah.
it out so that, it doesn't matter. You might treat me like crap, but I would be more than ready and willing to treat you with respect. And I
Yeah.
feel like respect should be mutual, right? And honestly, with that whole ETH Sancho thing, I'm not going to discuss it anymore.
Yes.
I just feel like there should have been more mutual respect in there than I feel has been given.
From both parties.
Both parties, both
Yeah, that's
parties.
what she said, mutual.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Hey,
Now, I'll just clarify for
Cleo,
that.
not nice.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I was clarifying.
Yeah.
But again,
Yeah.
so if Luan, I'm sorry, but if it goes how it's
Hmm.
going right now, and he
Hmm.
maybe gets sold or moved on, whatever. Like obviously, it is down to Sancho's decision of
I
how he
think
wants to pan it
I
out.
don't think it's an if at this point. It's when.
It's when. It's a
I
matter
don't.
of when.
It's
Yeah.
not if. It's when. It's when. It's when. And
No,
I
yeah,
think
I
that I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that he still has a career to
Yeah.
fall back onto. I'm hopeful for him that
Mm.
he'll have a
no,
career to fall back
he will
onto.
always he will always have a career because Sancho's talented. Let's not forget, Sancho
He
is
is so
talented.
talented. He is so
Yes,
talented,
and
but
we cannot. There are
But
so
yeah,
many clubs out there that would happily take him.
Dominic
yeah,
says
but the amount of money that he's on, the amount of money is on is a barrier to him finding somewhere that he could land softly, and that worries me. Again,
Yeah, no, yeah.
the amount of money that they're giving at a very young age does not really, doesn't really leave them open to aspiring for more because they've already got so much from so early on.
No, I hear what you're saying, but like I said, if you're going with how it's going, if that happens, I definitely know they're gonna do this. They're gonna bring
Are you still
Greenwood back.
saying if? Yeah, I want
No,
Greenwood back. Absolutely.
no. Okay,
100%.
here's the thing.
Ronald,
Okay, Luan, here's the thing.
Ronald,
As
delete if from your vocabulary right now for this
no.
conversation.
I would never take it out because I'll be honest with you, Botswanapapi.
Yeah.
It's going to take two conversations,
Okay.
just two conversations of Sancho going to eriktenhag and being like, "Big man, you know what? I made a mistake. You said what you said. I still feel that you were wrong, but you know what? Just for the greater good, I'm going to go ahead and apologize to the team and everyone. Listen to me.
You
Listen to
think
me.
the door is still open
Listen.
after Sancho
Yes.
leaving us cold to dry when we needed reinforcements? Bro, we pulled up with John.
It's not all. Listen, yeah, we're United supporters, but we also have to be humans too. Let's not
The
go
door.
that way, Papi. That's not fair.
No, but
No, no, no.
let's look.
Botswanapapi,
It's
listen,
a
listen,
matter of
listen. Look
like
at it this way.
we
Okay. Listen.
Sancho's
Look
paid
at
a
it
lot of
this
money.
way.
We
Listen.
okay.
Look at it this way. Look at it this way. He did what he
The
did,
Champions
right?
League. Before you tell me how to look at it, Ronald, in the Champions League, in the bench, we had Dan Gore, we had Joe Hugo, and as our attacking option, Joe Hugo as our attacking option, and Pelistri, and Sancho is playing FIFA. No, Ten Hag is not gonna let that
How do
fly.
you know? You see, that's the thing.
I
You're
get it.
starting to listen to the
See,
internet. You're starting
No,
to listen to the internet now.
he wouldn't
bots,
let
listen,
that.
Papi,
bots, listen,
Go ahead.
bots,
Go
listen.
ahead. What?
The
Yeah.
reason why the door will always be open is because
Yeah.
you're looking at it from a moral ground right now.
Yeah.
You're looking at it, yes, he did what he did. It was bad. Stop looking at it from the moral ground. You don't support Liverpool, Man City,
No.
Chelsea, Arsenal. You don't support them. You support Manchester United,
Yes.
who are owned by the Glazers. Like it or not,
Yep.
Sancho is still a good commodity commercially for the Glazers.
That's true. That
Yeah.
is true.
Yeah.
Right now, if you're not playing him, right now, you're not playing him because he doesn't want to play for you.
Yeah,
It's
he's
hurting
making
them because
he's almost Greenwood is almost more match sharp than Jadon Sancho right now. And look at how
I agree. But listen to me. They would do anything. The reason why I'm saying the door is open is because they would want to sell him at a higher price than what he will go for right now. So what they will do is, if he comes back to apologize, happily accept it. Come back in, sit on the bench. Oh, everything's great. You'll see bare pictures of him training and everything. And when the summer comes, not this one, but maybe the January or
The
the next
following one.
yeah, he'll be on the list
Okay.
again. He'll be on the list again to be moved on. They'll not renew his contract
yeah,
because when does his contract end? I think we still have like 2.5 years left on it.
yeah.
So they will
Is
try
it
to milk the money.
2025?
I think it's there or more than that. I'm not too sure, but yeah, as big of a headache he might be for people at Manchester United, there are clubs in the world who would happily.
2026.
See what I'm talking about.
Tires.
Oh my God!
So you see, bots.
That's a
Bots, when I
long time to collect money, man.
Bots, when I have to zoom out, I zoom out different,
Yeah,
right? So they will bring him in 2023. Oh, he's back,
Yeah.
no problem. 2024, he's back in the transfer window. What did they do with Donny van de Beek? They did the same thing on the list, brought him back on the list again.
Yeah, but Van de Beek, I don't feel like he had an opportunity. Not really. Not really.
I mean,
But I
he
also
was
think
just
that
done
he's
bad,
not.
and the other thing of him
Yeah.
getting injured just added on to it.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, before he got injured, he was just starting to have a really good period of play.
And I'll be honest, I look at the Donny van de Beek thing a little different. Forget the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer era, right? That was
Yeah.
different. Ralph Rangnick,
Mm-hmm.
different. Forget that. But I personally feel the things are not right between the two of them is just because if you go back and think about it, when did Donny van de Beek leave? He left Ajax when everyone was leaving.
Yes.
Ziyech was leaving, De Ligt was leaving,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Frankie de
Yeah.
Jong was leaving. The
I
only
think
player who
Yeah,
could be a
everybody
senior
left.
and a captain, Tadic was there, but like a player in the midfield was Donny van de Beek, and he was the last one to kind of leave. And at that point, if Eriktenhag would have said, "Please
he
stay,"
left beyond
he possibly,
long. Actually, yeah.
yeah, he might have possibly said, "No, I want to go play for the big boys. Manchester United is calling. I want to go play for them," and it leaves a
So
sour
you're
taste in your
thinking
mind.
that
Yeah, the relationship kind of broke from there. Like when he said, "I want to go," it leaves a bad impression. Okay, why do players love Jose Mourinho? He incentivizes them, and somehow he
ew,
fools them into playing for him.
don't.
I
He
know.
does?
Sorry,
I'm
Luran.
sorry. I'm waiting for that to see that. I
I'll
don't
tell
see
you.
that. I don't see
I
Jose Mourinho
I'll
as
yeah.
that.
I'll give you an example.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Zlatan Ibrahimovic doesn't come for free to Manchester United for nothing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's different. That was two massive egos just kind of
And still, when Jose
mm-hmm.
said, "Zlatan, come," he said, "Okay, bags are packed. I'm there."
True.
He did
That
not disagree.
that was no.
Mm-hmm.
That was a little special. How how
Jose.
Jose. Oh, sorry, thank
Hole.
you.
What? Is this a new manager?
Ole.
No, he said Hole. Jole.
It's because we're reaching the 3-hour mark in the stream, so that's why I'm confusing the name. But the way Ibrahimovic came to Man United was just Jose Mourinho pulling him, and that was really special. Like, I actually appreciated how that was like a card of manager pull.
Welcome, Dominic. I'm sorry, my guy Dominic just joined the chat there. Welcome, Dominic. Thanks for joining.
Big up, Dom. Big up, Dom in the
Big
house.
up, Dominic.
Yeah, thanks to the Glazers and Ed Woodward. Our club has no structure. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer brought him and bench him. Who is to blame? Dom is dropping the truth bombs out here.
And that's what I'm saying. When he came, he said no to probably the guy he never thought would be his manager 18 months down the line.
Yeah.
And life hits you hard when it does. He came here as again his manager. Be honest. Okay, let me ask you a question.
For me, I feel like you're reaching. I feel like it's a little
bit. No. Botswanapapi. Let me ask you a question.
All right.
In the current squad, in the current 25-player squad, everyone included, right? No one's injured. Everyone's fit. Who's that one player who knows eriktenhag's system in and out?
The Butcher.
No, it's Johnny van de Beek. That's his son. He knows this.
I get that.
Yeah,
I get that. But they obviously aren't really having a good go of it.
And that is why, Luva, and I'm saying I'm not reaching. I'm just giving an argumentative sake of how to look at it, that might be the case. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not fighting that it's right. It can be wrong, absolutely. I'm no Jesus. I'm just Ronald. But I love conspiracy theories,
sure?
Ronald,
I just love conspiracy theories.
Yeah, right now, I feel like here are the players, for me, the players that play Ten Hag's system the most in the current Man United payroll. Donny van de Beek, Jadon Sancho, Mason Greenwood, Kobe
Greenwooden.
Yeah, Ronald left. And also maybe
he did.
I think he had a little he's back.
A hiccup.
He had a little hiccup. But
I'm sorry.
Okay.
My thingy refreshed. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was quickly just saying we have
Dominic says Martinez, DVB, Onana, and Anthony knows what ETH wants.
Oh, yes. Yes. These are the players that can play an Erik ten Hag system.
I'm not saying play. I'm saying who knows the system. So Dominic is absolutely spot on, even Luan.
Yeah, that's
they
what he's
know
saying.
The system. But out of those four, only Donny is not playing. Donny's fit,
He's not playing. Is that what you just said? Sorry, you.
Yes. Donny is the only one who's not playing.
Why is that? Why is that?
Because he has already had a fallout with the manager at Ajax. Because now the manager can't trust him, because when Erik ten Hag trusted Donny van de Beek and wanted him to stay at Ajax, he said, no, I have a contract incoming from Manchester United. I'm leaving.
Okay.
And he left.
So, yes. So what you're telling me is that not only is ETH stubborn, but he has a long memory.
No, I think Luan, the word you're looking for. No. I think the word you're looking for is petty.
What's
the word? What's the word?
Petty.
What's the word? What's the word, Ronald?
Petty.
Oh, picky.
No, not picky. Petty.
Oh, petty, yes.
Petty.
Yes. Petty.
See, again, I'll tell you, with Erik ten Hag, there are a few things that we have to accept, like it or not. You can't have two swords in one sword box. You can't. You tried that with Erik ten Hag and Ronaldo. Ronaldo's not here today. I fought with everyone on Twitter for Ronaldo. Bots knows it.
Yes.
I fought on Planet Faz everywhere.
I wanted Ronaldo gone though.
Yes.
I did not want him gone because for the sacrifice he did for this club, I felt as a fan disrespected by the management
No.
asking him to provide proof. No, that's a different conversation. If Omo was here, he would have killed me by now.
That's a
Oh,
conversation for another day.
that's a whole different kettle of fish.
Guys,
Yes.
we got 17 people tuned into the conversation, and we have only 15 likes. Come on, are you guys?
Yeah, come on, guys. Just hit the like.
You must be
Do you-
Arsenal fans if you're not.
What Arsenal
Nah.
sitting on top of that? Why is an Arsenal elephant sitting on the tree?
Bots, the only thing I can think of that the two people who have not liked it is that they have fallen asleep.
They're falling asleep. Okay, if that's the case.
If you want them to like it, we just have to keep this going on for 3 more hours, and they would be awake to like it.
No.
Oh, we had. Were you in the stream on the weekend, Ronald? Were you in the stream on the weekend?
Yeah.
The
which
4-hour
one?
stream. I fell asleep. The one where we did the predictions.
Luan,
Yes.
I'll be honest with you
Yes.
about one thing. I was the biggest reason why it was for 4 hours.
Exactly. Thank you.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Listen, Ronald, I
Ever since-
literally went for a nap and woke up and came back in time to do my predictions. I swear.
So ask botswanapapi, like ask him, like ever since I have started showing up, bots has been worried
He is mean.
because his spaces are going for 3 or 4 hours, and bots is like, nah, I am not built for this one. Like, what's going on?
Before this, we used to do like match reviews.
Hey Dominic, did you subscribe?
30 minutes would be done with this match. This was a Liverpool versus United review. And now look at this, 3 hours, 10 minutes, while almost approaching the 3 hour 10 minute mark. Ladies and gentlemen.
I know.
I don't.
I know.
Botswanapapi, I don't do shows. I do podcasts. That's the problem.
Never missed Rob. Turn it off.
Because see,
why? We're having so much fun.
See, the thing is, bots, if you just want to have a conversation without context and without looking at it holistically and zooming out, yeah, it's going to be a quick space, right? It's going to be a quick conversation. But if you want to really deep it and think about every possible aspect as an overthinker that I am, then you start looking at details and you start picking on small things. And that's why it takes time.
I hear.
But do you know what? Not only that, we have to be able to let everyone express themselves, and because people have different opinions, and I really, really appreciate that.
Yeah.
We all have our opinions, and we just give credence to everyone.
Absolutely. I respect all opinions apart from Omo's.
Oh, you too? Oh my goodness, you guys are crazy.
Yeah, this is
sometimes I just sit and listen. I get the popcorn out and I just this is good.
This is too much though. Like, it's very late right now in the UK. Imran Khan is tuned in and he is like, come on guys, come on.
He's like, next level overtime.
It's almost
10.
It's 4 a.m. right now, and like, come on. Ronald is trying to wait for more chaos. Let's end the stream right now before Obo comes back, guys.
God bless everyone.
He would too.
God bless Luan. God bless Ronald. Thank you.
Wait, do you know who we need in here? Do you know who we need in here, Papi?
Dominic.
Chelsea. No, Chelsea Dan. Dominic, where are you? Are you still in here? Are you still in here, Dom? Say something. Show a hand. Finger up. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming in. Kenny was in here earlier. He went to bed. Yeah, Kenny was in here earlier too. He went to bed.
Yes, yo, thank you for
Super fly, dude.
No.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is too funny.
It's
This
too
is too funny.
Yo, no, but
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
was
we'll be
awesome.
here tomorrow. We'll be here tomorrow, Superfly, and everybody that's tuned in. We
Yes.
really, really appreciate everybody that's been here and commented and hit the like button. For real, all you have to do is hit the like button. This channel will get more people to see it. It's all about visibility, and I really, really want to just appeal to
Yeah,
you. If you're
yeah.
here and you haven't hit the like button, just go ahead and do it. It's very simple. The channel will get a little bit more.
Yeah. Also
exposure
subscribe.
to it.
Subscribe, guys.
Subscribe.
Important.
Thank you.
Subscribe.
Thank you.
I know it's midnight there, Dominic.
Oh no, we lost Lou. Oh, she's back. She's back. Yeah, the Wi-Fi is pulling some crazy
Problem.
crazy
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're wrapping up. Go ahead and close your statement, Lou, and take us home, and then Ronald take us home
Yeah.
and close shop.
Anyway, I just wanted to say, everybody, please remember that if you subscribe, more people, the algorithm picks it up and more people gets to see the stream. You know, and it's so important. It's so important because small channels like Papi here, he needs people to come and.
Oh, when you were saying the good stuff, when you were preaching the gospel, the Wi-Fi took you out, Lou. But all Luan was saying is Papi needs your support. Papi's counting on you. Luan, you back? Did the Wi-Fi bring you back? You cut off, by the way, while you were in mid conversation. So I really appreciate that.
All I'm gonna say is, if people, you have someone who can shut me up and win an argument, bring them on, share on your socials, on your Twitter, wherever you want. If you have someone who can be politically correct than me, better than me, bring it on.
Okay. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it. You heard it. Ronald is inviting you. If you're listening and you want to challenge his opinions, he is here. You'll find him here. Yo, it's the first show for Dominic here. Wow. Big up to you, Dominic. Everybody clap hands for Dominic. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks to Luan for inviting Dominique and thanks for your
Bots, I'm gonna drop off, okay? I'll see you. It's early morning now, 9:30, man.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to go to bed too. So thank you so much.
See you guys.
We talked and we had our therapy. See you, fam. Big up to Ronald. Big up to Lou. I'm also gonna kick you out, Luan. Thank you so much. I'm gonna say R10, real appreciations to you. Khan, appreciations to you. Dominique, appreciations to you, and welcome, most certainly. Superfly, I really appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. You already know that anyway. I don't need to tell you that. Also, Nandi Precious, shout out to you. Shout out to Precious for your comments. I think it's also your first time here, so I really appreciate. And also the big homie Faz. Faz was in the building in the chat. Oh, thank you, brother. Don F. And also, who else did I forget? Montana Prime. Montana pulled up. Thank you, Montana. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Football Power Hour. Liverpool versus Man United review. Make sure you leave a comment if you agree or disagree with the grades that we came up with. And I also want to hear your thoughts about anything that we talked about post the player ratings. We'll be here tomorrow. So make sure you hit the like button. I really, you have no idea. I'm going to just give you the heart right here and say, God bless you. You deserve a big chair in heaven if you're here. United had 0 goals scored, but Liverpool also had 0 goals scored, and that's what we are happy about. Congratulations, you Virgil van Dijk.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Bruno Fernandes!